That's
Todd,
odd.
can
Hang
you hear
on.
us? On the feed?
Check, check, check. You hear us?
Hey, daddy.
You hear us? You hear us? You hear us? Hello, hello, hello.
we were playing against a team that, physically we matched up we were superior to Leonard last week. But we did a good job of sort of imposing our will. I thought we ran the ball pretty well. We got Roy kind of into a rhythm. The offensive line was getting off the ball and moving some bodies, and that helped us. The trenches is kind of where we felt like we'd been losing games earlier in the year. We certainly won the game in the trenches last week, and this Eastbay team, as I'm watching them down here, they dress out a lot better than Leonard. They have more numbers and they have more size. But hopefully we have a little bit more confidence, and hopefully last week when things started to click for you physically on the field, sometimes it clicks mentally in your head as well. So what do you think this week, Gene?
Well, I agree with you on looking at Eastbay out there. They dress out in the white jerseys with the red pants and red helmet. They are definitely a little bit more depth, and the depth that they have also has some size. So it's going to be interesting tonight to see if we can continue that momentum we had last week, where we started really the first half. We started a little sluggish, and we came out and played better in the second half. And that may have been that Leonard didn't have the numbers, but they were worn down a little bit as the game went on. But I did like the way our trenches, our offensive defensive line started to pick it up a little bit. You got to do that in those games. Obviously, our first 5 games, 5 of our 6 losses out of the box were against very, 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 very good teams. But it's how we played that was a little disappointing as we talked about it. We didn't seem to have the consistency that we wanted or that we were used to in the past. And I think that's something that I did see a little bit against Venice. We played a little tougher against Venice. And, again, Venice is one of the top teams in the state. I don't know that they have the depth that they've had in the past, so it didn't show as much. But we definitely have an opportunity tonight to show if we have improved more from our Venice game to the Leonard game to this game, and that's what I'm anxious to see. And it's all about the young men now out there playing, seniors, down to their stretch of 3 games, and the rest of them improving for next year.
Yeah, I tell you what I'd like to see is I would like to see some of our, because at times we sort of got pushed around out there on the field by some of our opponents, and so last week we finally got to be the physically dominant one. And so what I would like to see this week is I would like to see if we do start to fall behind, or if Eastbay does come out and sort of fire off the ball and hit us in the mouth, I would like to see our kids say, you know what, I'm not going back to that again. And I'd like to see them sort of dig down a little bit and get mean, as Coach Eddie Shannon would say. You got to be mean, especially if you're playing defense. You got to be as mean as a junkyard dog, right?
Yep.
And so I'd like to see our kids sort of get mean tonight and dig in and say, you know what, we're not going back to we got the taste of victory, and we're not going back to the sting of defeat. And so I want to see some spunk, and I want to see some fire in our belly tonight. That's really what I'm looking for, because physically, yes, Eastbay looks better than Leonard physically, but I'll be quite honest, Leonard didn't dress out well at all. They had like 30 kids, and they didn't have any size. So we dress out just as well as Eastbay does. We passed the physical looks test just as we were equal to Eastbay, I think. And so there's no reason for us to get pushed around out here tonight. So with any luck, I'm hoping our kids have some fight in them, and they come out tonight ready to hit somebody in the mouth and play some football.
Well, there's definitely no doubt that we have played a very, very good schedule, tough schedule. And but when you look at it, it's how you play. And that's what we've talked about. When I see people around town, when I talk to different people, last night we had a great Hall of Honor with the inductees, and it was just fun to see. Probably the most exciting for football, of course, was Tracy Waiters, and then also possibly Dr. Owen McCarthy. Those 2 were fixtures in this program, and obviously Tracy early on in Coach Canan's career. Good to see Coach Canan there and others. We just enjoyed that event, and that event is something that I think really sets us apart. I was visiting my accountant in Sarasota the other day.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, so we were talking, and his son was a great baseball player at Sarasota many years ago, and he tells me, you guys got to get this thing. We're in our 3rd year of our Hall of Fame, and his son was inducted Wednesday night. And I said, yeah, Mr. Saplee, I said, we've had about 8 of those, and we got one tonight at 6:30. He goes, why didn't I think Manatee would have one?
Right.
So it's fun. We still have that tradition. We have that character. Even this season, things aren't going our way, but you know what? Nobody's going to bring us down. We're going to fight as hard as we can, and we're going to keep this going. And, these kids are out there working their butts off, and that's what it's about. But you know what? You still got to show up and play.
That's right.
What we're going to do.
No matter what, we are still Manatee, buddy. We have the largest alumni base in Manatee County. We have more pride.
If not the state.
If not the state,
Right.
we have more pride and more tradition than anybody else around here. And while you're right, we are down. We won't be. We're not down. We're down. We're not out. That's what I'm trying to say. We're down, but we're not out. We're not going anywhere. You want to take a quick commercial break here, Gene? And
why don't we do this? And you're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick. Shake Pit Countdown to Kickoff.
Get sizzling savings on new Jeeps during the Make This the
Good job, fellas.
at Perkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Bradenton.
Are we at
Drive
break
a new
3?
2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Yes.
Okay. All right,
$59
thank
a
you.
month. $259 a month.
Expect more, save more. Find it at Perkins. Get sizzling savings on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year during the Make This the
Yeah, he
Summer
moved
event at
me to
Perkins
1 and
Chrysler
left
Jeep
that.
Dodge Ram in Bradenton.
2021 Ram GT Quad Cab Bighorn, now just $299 a month.
Expect more, save more. Find it at Perkins.
Former Hurricane Chuck Howard knows what it takes to be on a championship team. Howard Leasing is proud to sponsor the Hurricanes and is ready to champion solutions for your employees' leasing needs. Everything from big business to small business, Howard Leasing covers it all. From payroll processing and workers' comp to human resources and employee benefits. Get on the winning team with Chuck Howard and all the pros at Howard Leasing. Details available online at howardleasing.com. Again, that's howardleasing.com.
First Southern Bank is proud to be the banking partner for Manatee Hurricane football because they're a true community bank that understands the importance of supporting the neighborhoods they're proud to serve. Conveniently located at 1825 Manatee Avenue West, you can also find out more about First Southern Bank by visiting their website, fsb-bank.bank. Once again, that's fsb-bank.bank. And let them know you heard about them through Manatee football. Experience for yourself the First Southern Bank difference. And go Canes!
Member FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet. So leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $70 off any electrical repair.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey.
Remind me when you come back.
You're back in 5. Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
News, insight, passion. AM 930, The Answer.
All you.
Okay, this is Kevin Van Ostenbridge and Mayor Gene Brown. Welcome back to the Shake Pit countdown to kickoff here. Manatee High School at 1-6, set to face off with Eastbay High School at 5-2. And it's a beautiful night. The sun is basically down, and the lights are on. The band is on the field here for a little pregame. And if you're sitting in the home stands, hopefully you're wearing pink because we're having a pink out. And there's a pretty stiff breeze right in your face. I wouldn't call it windy, but I would say it's breezy, and it should be hitting you right in the face if you're on the home sideline there. So it's an east to west wind. It's a beautiful night. Great night for high school football. And we're ready to get started here. What do you think, Gene?
Yeah, what's nice about this time of the year is obviously the weather's a little bit cooler, and next week's going to be even nicer. But when you look at it, the actual sun is down now by kickoff, which I like that a little bit better because you're not having when you're kicking off, and we do go east to west, and the sun sometimes when it's setting, if you're facing the west, hits you in the face. But no, it's definitely going to be a good night for football, and I just have a feeling these Canes are going to show us some good stuff tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, I say east to west, but the field runs east to west, so technically the wind is out of the south. But if you're thinking about a football field, you usually say north to west.
North to south. Right.
So I would like to touch on real quick, Nick and Gene, you may want to take it to start off, but I really wanted to touch on the loss of Nick Pagnotta, who is a great alumni of this school and a great member of our community. And unfortunately, we lost him a couple days ago. And so, Gene, would you like to take it from here?
I coached with Nick many years ago in the probably around 2006-07 in that area on JV football. And one of the things we talk about, the program here at Manatee, is because we had great volunteers that came in. Coach Canan was obviously back for many years there. And when we had these volunteers of former players and people that were just willing to give their time to make the program better, Nick was all in. He was our defensive coordinator and just did a great job. And obviously he's been involved with the Manatee Manatee Wildcats for his whole life, basically. He moved down here when he was 11, and he came in and played for him. And Dr. Tomio, which is his uncle, basically started that years ago. And it's just one of those things that, this COVID complications, it's out there. It was all over Facebook with the Manatee Wildcats. But we just want people to know that Nick is well loved, well cared for this community, did a great job, and is going to be extremely missed. Unfortunately, my grandson, who's on the 12 and under, will be on that next year, and Nick was going to coach that team. And those kids were so excited to have Coach Nick, even though Coach Bowen's doing it this year. Coach do a lot. But to Becky and the family and all the Wildcat world out there, it's just a tragic loss, and he's going to be missed. But his legacy is set for what he's done for our community, and that's what you remember, and you're proud of that. And just God bless that family and that whole community.
Yeah, really well said. We lost a tremendous member of the community, a great alumni, and a good father as well, and a good mentor to so many out here. And you and I touched on this at halftime last week as a transition here. I think something that Nick would agree with us on wholeheartedly as a county commissioner, worked with him and with the Wildcats. He was the president of the Wildcats, and they're parked out there at GT Bray. And so what I think Nick would encourage us to talk about is people at home encouraging their kids to participate in extracurriculars. Participation, and especially after COVID, has really waned off. We always sort of joke that kids sit at home and play video games, and they're just not as athletic or as active, I guess is the word, as they used to be. You don't want to get out in the hot sun and do things like they used to. So encourage your kids to do that, whether it's soccer or if it's football or if it's cheerleading.
Lacrosse, whatever's out there. There's so many sports now that kids can do. And one of the things that I think that Nick would want us to be talking about, obviously, is the kids out there and that. But you know what? It builds the community support. We were talking tonight, even before we were having something to eat, and that this is Manatee County. This is Bradenton. We still have that small town feel, and that's because of the Nick Pagnotas of the world that have been there and done that. And again, he cared about the kids. It wasn't about anything other than being out there to make it better for kids and families. And when you look at what the Wildcats have done over the years, they basically are full teams. There's some teams we play that they'll have 17, 18 kids. We have 35 on every team.
Right.
And then we have a full cheerleading squad, and then we have a full – so it's not just one little thing. It's a lot of it. And again, that's what's built by people like Nick, and especially Nick.
Yeah, and they're thriving not just in football but in lacrosse as well, and it's the whole program top to bottom out there. And of course, the county, we just built them a brand new sort of field house and concession stand and press box and storage areas for all their equipment, and the field is in great shape out there as well. And GT Bray, all in all, has gotten kind of an overhaul, Little League and softball. So, but I guess the point is that we have great facilities and we have great weather and we have great coaches in Manatee County at every level. And so, encourage your kids and your neighbors' kids and your grandkids to participate in extracurriculars, because you learn a lot of life lessons when you do it from your coaches and your experiences, and
makes you a better person and
builds character,
individual and character. Well,
it does.
We're going to go ahead. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Connolly Buick. Shake Pit countdown to kickoff.
Are you looking to get a great price on a new Buick, GMC, or Subaru?
Conley and Bradenton.
Need a reliable used car you can afford?
Conley and Bradenton.
What about great financing, expert service, and a reputation that is second to none?
Yep, you guessed it, Conley and Bradenton.
Hi, I'm Alan Conley.
And I'm Chris Conley.
From the time our grandfathers started our dealership over a half century ago, we have been proud to be part of this community.
So for your family's next vehicle, come see our family.
Conley Buick GMC and Conley Subaru.
800 Cortez Road West in Bradenton.
Conley Buick GMC, where we treat you like family.
Coastal Orthopedics proudly supports Manatee High School and Hurricanes football. Dr. Dan Lamar, a former Hurricane, is the team's medical director.
waiting for the officials. We got a chain issue on the far side, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
There you go. The chain crew left for a minute. I think we got a link that may have come loose on the far side over there, so they're trying to fix that up. I'm going to do a quick little change out because bode you well. Yeah, you got to rip off a pretty long run in order to put yourself in manageable third down territory here.
If I'm defense, I'm looking at something on the outside, some kind of jet sweep, get on the outside perimeter is what I'm looking at right now.
Second and long. The Indians quarterback, he's under pressure. He's going to go down. That's Ian Johnson-Kelly. He's all over him. He blew up inside, and that's one of our best plays of the game by Richardson Stenton Roofing. Richardson Stenton Roofing, for all of your roofing needs. They've been in Manatee County, family-owned and operated for over 30 years. That's RichardsonStentonRoofing.com. And Ian Johnson-Kelly, he's going to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well,
actually 5.5. We want to get technical, but
his upside is unbelievable. Only a freshman, and that's why they moved him inside there along the guard, because the guard likes to pull.
Quick,
and he's quick off the ball, and he's going to fill in that gap. Great job by Ian Johnson-Kelly.
3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Manatee leads 6-0. Third down and forever for Eastbay, and we got a flag again, that's a delay of game. Another 5 yards backing them up. Hey, if nothing else, stop them here. We should get great field position because their punter's not very good.
No, we should be inside the 50 for sure. Have short field to hopefully score again. But, hey, first we got to stop him on the third down.
Well, look for that front 4 or 5 guys up there to kind of blow it up one more time. This time they bring Alvoid Kinnan back in along with Stanquillan Collins. So we've going 5 heavy up front to try and mess things up. They'll hand it off. Nope. Quarterback will keep it. Carter's going to get off the 20 to the 25 to the 28, out of bounds around the 30, and that's way too close to picking up a first down on 3rd and long.
Yeah, big. We're just trying to tackle him up high, and he's a big dude. So
yeah,
for us to try to tackle up on the on shoulder pads with him, that can't happen.
He needed 19. He just ripped off 11. He's going to bring up a 4th and 8. And now they'll bring the punt unit on. And, man, we had opportunities, and good job by the quarterback. He just kept his legs driving. He's a big kid for a junior. Very good. Jaleel Duncan and Tyreek Allen will go back deep, and we don't kick it to Tyreek.
We got 12 guys. We got 12 guys on the field.
There goes the timeout. Thank goodness. Well, it seems every week we've got some snafu on special teams. But anyways, we've got 2:36 to go in the first quarter. Manatee leads 6-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Accidents happen every day, and no one expects that it's going to happen to them until it does. That's when your whole life can turn upside down. If you find yourself in that position,
you are officially caught up.
Or an on-the-job injury, you don't have to go it alone. Protect yourself with the team that's been protecting the rights of the injured in Bradenton and Sarasota for over 30 years. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries all the time. Contact them today by going to allinjurieslaw.com. That's allinjurieslaw.com.
Odyssey. WLSS, Sarasota.
Back at Joe Canam Field, Hawkins Stadium, 2:36 to go in the first quarter. The Indians are set up to punt the ball back to the Hurricanes. Jaleel Duncan on the near side to us. Tyreek Allen on the far side. And Chad, don't kick it to Tyreek. I'm telling you, I got a good feeling he's going to take it to the house if it goes to him. This is going to be going. He calls for a fair catch. Boy, you give me 5 more yards, he's off and running. So good play, fair catch. We'll take over at their own 41. And wow, that's an interesting score. Yes.
Wharton over Tambay Tech, 12-0. Tambay Tech really is the top team, point wise in the region, and really good team. And so Tampa Wharton up 12-0. That'll shake some things up in the rankings. But here we go, second drive for the Hurricanes, and let's see if we can keep that momentum going from the last drive to this drive.
We're good. First down and 10 will be Roy Burchett in the backfield with senior quarterback Jace Brzezowski. Handoff fake to Burchett. He'll throw it in the flat. It's going to be caught wide open field out there, and I believe that's Jaleel Duncan. It is, and he's got a 17-yard pickup. And a good job. Fake off the left, rolls to his right, finds an open man. Jaleel secures it, turns it upfield for positive yards.
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen eventually. A good play action like that. Sneak Kobe out short. Jaleel wide open over there. Great job by Jace to carry out the fake. Really what he did was turn his shoulders and make a really good throw to where he should have.
First down and 10. Hurricanes in Indian territory at the 43. 2:10 to go, first quarter. Burchett straight up the middle off the left side. He bounce it out left after he clears the initial flow, and he's going to pick up 12. First down and 10. And here we go. Hurry up offense. The Canes quickly back to the line of scrimmage.
They're running a guy off. They're going to have to use a timeout. Oh, no, chains aren't set, so we can't go.
Nope.
Oh, come on, man. You're killing me. Those are our own guys.
I know. Our chain crew fell asleep at the wheel again.
Baby.
We got caught watching the game as opposed to moving along. Hey, all y'all got to do is watch that guy on your side. When he signals you to come,
go,
bring it on. Be ready to hurry things up. Different chain crew now. We used to have a very
they're there for
long time chain crew that was unbelievably good at what they did over there. These guys are just kind of filling in, figuring it out. Roy Burchett bounces it out left. Now back to the center, still running hard, and the young man gets it out across the 20. He's close to the 20-yard line, and we're going to say, hey, he's in a 12-yard pickup, and they are in the Pinch a Penny red zone for all of your pool supplies and needs. It's going to be Pinch a Penny, the perfect people for the perfect pool. For everything that you need that goes with pools, it's Pinch a Penny. Whether it's floats in your pool, whether it's chemicals, etc., or maybe just call them and let them take care of your pool on a weekly basis. That's Pinch a Penny, 3500 Manatee Avenue West.
Looks like bringing some pressure maybe here.
Hey, throw Tommy Wire's name out there when you go in. You may get a little discount. First down and 10. Jace will keep it himself at the middle. He's going to be across. We got a flag thrown, and I think that's going to be a hold.
But, hey, here's the thing. We have not really seen that play much at all this year.
He hasn't pulled at all.
Great read by Jace. Wide open, green grass taken. I know we're going to probably get a holding here and bring it back. But let's not put that in the back pocket and not use it again, right?
Well,
come back to that.
And where the flag was, well, they're signaling a personal foul against them. So that changes everything.
Okay, so maybe it wasn't holding. Good job. I take it back.
Oh, hands to the face.
Okay.
So that's going to tacked on at the end of the run. It's going to move the ball down inside the 5 to the 3-yard line. It'll be first and goal, 1:22 to go in the first quarter. Manatee leads 6-0 and driving to punch it in one more time. Roy Burchett in the backfield, offset to the right. Quarterback Jace Brzezowski. This time they will bring Jaleel Duncan in motion. Jaleel will get it. He's going to try and cut it back inside, and he stumbles, and he gets close. He's going to get it down to about the 1. Very, very close to getting in. And, hey, quickly the Canes get back to the line of scrimmage. I like what we're doing. It's hurry up, hurry up. And now they step away. They'll
check in with the offense or sideline, see what looks good. I like the double tight ends under center. Under center,
Jace will keep it himself and drive it forward, and it is going to be touchdown, Hurricanes. We had to wait a little bit for the officials to signal it in, but yes, Jace punches it in from 1 yard out, and the Canes go ahead 12-0, 57 seconds to go in the first quarter of play.
I think that's the first time we've been under center this year, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
good call.
It hasn't been many. It's on one hand we can count it. Yeah. I don't even know we need all the fingers. Brandon Bruce on to do the point after. Here's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and that'll make it 13-0, and we'll keep things right here. The Hurricanes leading 13-0, 53 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And, hey, another solid drive, Jack.
Great drive. 5 plays it took us to go 59 yards. Obviously, some big plays there to Jaleel. Also, Jace taking it, but ended up with Jace with a 2-yard quarterback sneak to get in the end zone.
All of our scoring recaps brought to you by Howard Leasing, a trusted PO that will manage your payroll, HR, workers' comp, and employee benefits, thus allowing you to focus on business issues, production, and profits. That's Howard Leasing, located at 6302 Manatee Avenue West. Go in there and ask for the ex-Manatee Hurricane and linebacker Chuck Howard. He'll take care of everything you need.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here's a great stat, really, for us offensively. No third downs yet, which is a fantastic.
That's one. I'm just shocked we're 2 for 2.
Absolutely.
That's,
no question.
I mean, some great progress is being made right now. Michael Koleko on to kick for the Hurricanes. Again, the Canes going right to left. You're just tuning in. It's 13-0 Manatee over Eastbay. And he'll drive this one into the end zone. I haven't seen that all year long. That's a great
look at
kick.
the young man getting.
I love it.
Look, he's getting lit up there. I love it, man.
I love it. We have not seen that all year long, and Michael Kaleko just hammers it to a touchback.
And
yes.
you know, it's something that here at Manatee we're so used to touchbacks. For over the years, we've had kickers that have been able to do it. We're just young in the kicking unit. A lot of sophomores. Bruce has come out as a senior, his first time really ever kicking, but great job right there because, again, third series now for Eastbay, having to go from the 20, having to go 80 yards is tough.
I like it. We got a guy that's doing extra points, field goals. We have a specialist on kickoffs, and it's nice to see somebody. I don't know. Of course, we ain't kicked off that many times all year long, but the fact of the matter is we banged it in the end zone. 1st and 10 Eastbay. This time Carter's going to throw it out in the flat. It's going to be caught on the far side by Aiden Showers. And again, just kind of recap a little bit about this offense of Eastbay. You're not going to see a whole lot of passing. I mean, 27 of 47 for 347 throwing the football. It's not very often. When
you do see them, it's in situations like this where, hey, they really haven't run the ball. They're down 13-0. They've got to kind of do something to get some chunk yardage. This is when they'll almost say, hey, we got to abandon the run and go into pass. Which is not good.
2nd down and 1. Nathan Carter, the Indians quarterback, in the backfield with him, Jalen Sneed. Appears to be a typical running situation for them. And we've got to delay a game.
So that's 8 penalties now for Eastbay.
In the first quarter. Wow.
For 37 total yards, yeah.
46 seconds to go, first quarter. 13-0 Manatee leading. The Indians have the football. This will be their, I believe it's their 3rd possession, correct? In the first quarter.
Possession.
Yeah.
Yep.
Second down and 6. Bring a back in motion. Carter will keep it himself. He's got enough for the first down. Needed 6, got 7. Clock will stop while they set the chains.
You bring the guy in motion. All of a sudden, defense is now looking at that motion. Do we need to roll with it? Do we need to move with it? Quarterback then takes it, and that's why you have some open running space there because our guys are having to look. Do we need to move or not? And then you catch them kind of flat-footed.
This should be the final play of the first quarter. 1st and 10, Indians at their own 30-yard line. 31-yard line, correction. This time Carter will keep it himself. He's met immediately the line of scrimmage. He'll fight forward, maybe gets a yard, and that will be the final play of the first quarter. The Canes lead at the end of 1, 13-0. And as we get ready to break away, we had a quick stoppage of play for an injury on the field. That's not good.
Holding his knee.
I hope it's not his knee. I'm hoping he just got hit in the shin right there. So, but anyways, we're going to take a time. I don't think when they come back, I doubt they run a play at all. So 4 seconds to go. 13-0 Manatee leads. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Get sizzling savings on new Jeeps during the Make This the Summer event at Perkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Bradenton.
Drive a new 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee from just $259 a month. $259 a month.
Expect more, save more. Find it at Perkins. Get sizzling savings on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year during the Make This the Summer event at Perkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Bradenton.
2021 Ram GT Quad Cab Bighorn, now just $299 a month.
Expect more, save more. Find it at Perkins.
First Southern Bank is proud to be the banking partner for Manatee Hurricane Football because they're a true community bank that understands the importance of supporting the neighborhoods they're proud to serve. Conveniently located at 1825 Manatee Avenue West, you can also find out more about First Southern Bank by visiting their website, fsb-bank.bank. Once again, that's fsb-bank.bank. And let them know you heard about them through Manatee Football. Experience for yourself the First Southern Bank difference. And go Canes.
Member FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
WLSS, Sarasota.
Derek Lewis got up and went off on his own power. They will run one play here to end this quarter. They're going to throw out in the flat, almost intercepted by Sonny Jenkins. He jumped the route, and he was so close to getting it. And that is our final play of the first quarter. We'll keep things here. We're not going to go away for another break. But
I saw it happening. I didn't want to say anything.
Oh.
But good job by Sonny there, just breaking on it. And unfortunately, it's probably why he plays defense because.
Hey, at the end of one quarter, Chad, you got to look at stats. I mean, statistically, we've moved the ball extremely well.
Oh, there's no question. We're running the ball right now for a total of about almost 100 yards already. Jace is 2 for 2 for 34 yards in completion. One thing I love to see, we have one penalty on us, 10-yarder. That was called on the punt. Other than that, really none. No third downs for us. So offensively, we're doing exactly what we kind of went from what we saw last week and making it even better. Like you said, progress, really good progress.
Hey, Bose Imaging Center. That's one of our sponsors here, and hey, they are dedicated to bringing you the best in quality radiology imaging. The Bose family has been in healthcare for more than 4 generations. Their state-of-the-art facility is in the heart of Bradenton and near all major medical facilities. Bose Imaging Center, where excellence is our standard, not our goal. Every week we've talked, and it's kind of different this week. I mean, last week we talked about it a little bit, but you get through one quarter, and it's like, okay, where do you got to improve? Right now, I don't know that there's much that you improve. We don't try to improve it. Stay steady with what you're doing, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Continue to go. Sometimes, especially when Eastbay has the ball and they got a lot of time, they're eating the clock a little bit. You don't want the offense to go on the sideline and say, pat themselves on the back, 13-0, and be complacent.
We'll start the second quarter. The Indians will be going right to left. It is 3rd down and 9 for Eastbay. This time they'll hand off to Snead. Snead's going to be met in the backfield and taken down. That is Tyreek Allen on a big tackle and a loss of about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards, and that'll bring up a punting situation. And a good job and another great play. And again, all of our best plays brought to you by Richardson Stenton Roofing. For all of your roofing needs, that's richardsonstentonroofing.com.
Just heard tonight good things about Richardson Stenton. A buddy of mine, one of my best friends, Daniel Anderson, just got his roof redone by them. So he said they do great work, and they're all over the community supporting schools and all that. So go hit them up.
Here we go. The Indians will punt it. Not a very good punt, and that thing just fires straight out of bounds. And we got a flag deep in the backfield, and that's not good. I didn't even see what happened right there. It's a hold because of the Hurricanes.
On the return. Yeah.
That's all right. Well, it was only about an 18-yard punt, if that. They'll back it up 5. So the Hurricanes will start. Actually, I'm sorry, back it up 10. They're going to start at their own 42. 11:15 to go in the first half. Manatee leads 13-0. And yes, this is district play. It's pink out tonight. So I didn't wear any, but
no,
student section's covered in pink.
They do.
I love it.
Them in the middle's covered in pink, which is awesome. And breast cancer is one of those things. Everybody knows somebody who's had breast cancer, and hopefully we can work to defeat that.
Johnny Squitieri has come in at quarterback now. It'll be Corey Sanders in the backfield. This time he'll throw it out in the flat and overthrows intended receiver Bon Bean, and that one just got away from him because Bon Bean Jr. was wide open. You throw it down there where he can handle it. He's got some running room in front of him.
And again, that's the second bubble of the night, and that's something we have not seen consistently, but I love going back to it because I think it's something we can hit. If Jace just slows it down just a little bit, and instead of getting out there so quick, get his feet set, get your shoulders set.
Yeah, Johnny, you mean.
Or excuse me, Johnny, I'm sorry.
2nd down and 10. The young sophomore will hand off to Corey Sanders. He'll bounce it out to the right. Corey's going to get across midfield down to the 49. He'll set up a 3rd down and short. 3rd and really kind of about 1 yard.
Brings up our first 3rd down of the game. Here's what I love about Corey. He knows when to make cuts, and he knows when to just put his head down and go.
He's going to bust one long here soon. Ball at the 49-yard line in Eastbay territory. 3rd down and short. Handoff to Corey, and he's going to drive close, and I think he's going to be just shy. And I'm saying just shy. We're going to be less than a football.
Yeah, I'm going
get
for
across, and absolutely.
I'm definitely going for it just because, one, not at the field position, but two, they really haven't been able to do anything offensively on us. So let's see if we can get I would say my guess is we're going to go on 2.
I'm going for it on one major reason. The major reason is, hey, I'm trying to build some confidence in my offense. Hey, we can make it.
Yeah.
I'm
going under center.
I'm not a big fan of going in the gun right here. Plenty of time. Relax. We got 20 seconds to go, so we don't have to panic here. He'll set it up straight up the middle of Corey and nowhere to go. He got crushed, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And
just absolutely demolished us up front, the nose guard for them. And
okay, help me understand something.
Gracious.
I'm not a huge fan of going in a gun when you're third in a football or fourth in a football, right? So the other thing is, we have had a lot of success going off the left side, and suddenly we're going off the right side.
Yeah. I don't know if it's, hey, we want to be consistent and not give up hey, we're going to go left all the time.
I get it, but we got a couple of plays there early on off the right side, but when it's crunch time, the left side has been where we've had the most success.
Yeah, and I'm going back to them and saying, hey, we're going to go to you, and you're going to get us the first down.
So the Indians will take over 9:52. We've got stoppage on the field. I don't know what is the equipment situation, so going off the field is Duke Dunbar for, it appears to be, of course, it's we're not covering the knees. I mean, so the pants are above the knees.
Gosh.
Personally, I don't understand the whole knee pad because it never protects anything. So first down and 10 midfield, the Indians will start. This time they'll run a little cross in the backfield. A little cross buck is what it is. Looks
Great
to me.
job by Sonny. Sitting there waiting for it instead of running with the motion. Good job.
Sonny Jenkins in there. Corey Sanders in there. Tyreek Allen as well. So a good host of Hurricanes there. But it was Sonny Jenkins, the initial guy to get there. And he came from the far side up there to make things happen.
Yeah, good job there with the little counter buck coming back the other way, and what they're trying to do is see if we're, over pursuing the run on the left side, our left, their right, and then come back to it. And great job of the defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10. Ball at midfield. Nathan Carter this time will hand off again. This time the back in motion has plenty of running room coming in there. We had everything jammed inside. And we just kind of got squeezed in, and the Indians did a good job up front. Pick up a 16. It'll be a first and 10 for Eastbay. Put the
now
ball
they're
at the
kind of getting a
35.
little momentum, though, on their side, and that's something you just don't want to give. We had the momentum on our side offensively. We go for it on fourth. We don't get it. Now they get a big play. Kind of momentum shifting a little bit here, you feel.
This time, Carter will hand off to the man in motion one more time. He's going to cut back, and they have found a little bit of success. And they keep bringing Isaiah Ketchup in motion, and we're just getting pinched inside.
Yeah, and the biggest issue is Sonny has been the DB over here. 23 is now in. I don't recall his name, but he's too far back. He's not coming up and setting the edge.
Darren Jean.
Wait.
Yes. He's got to come pinch that side off right there, and that's not what he's doing. He's kind of laying back and allows that open zone, and they're going to do it again. Ball's loose on the ground. It's going to be covered up by Jalen Sneed, the running back. Fortunately, he got it for the Indians, but really, we didn't have a Hurricane close to even getting onto that football.
No.
It just slowly rolled back. So 8:30 to go. First half of football. Manatee leading 13-0. Things zip along when you got a running football.
Yep.
Kind of like these games moving like this. This time they'll hand off to Sneed. Sneed's got running room. He's going to be across the 15 down to the 10-yard line, and it's going to be first and goal, Eastbay. And just like that, you fail to convert on a fourth down situation, give them half the field to work with, and they're finding success all of a sudden.
Yeah. I mean, and Sneed's a big back, so if he gets a little bit of space, it's going to be hard to take him down, and he rumbles there for 16, and now they're in the red zone.
Yeah, Hurricanes defense got hands on their hips. Let's hopefully they can find a little extra in them. I thought they moved early, and I believe they did. The right guard seemed to have jumped on that one, and that's going to back them up 5. So it'll be first and goal from the 15. And just a couple little creases here and there.
Yeah.
And, hey, all you got to do is figure it out. And maybe now, I guess you kind of I don't even know if I let a play run out. I might even have to call a timeout right now to kind of refocus ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I like calling a timeout, especially after some of these big plays, just to kind of give them a little break here. Say, hey, look, everything's all right. Make sure we're coming up when we should be, setting the edge, and it's all okay. But just kind of giving a breather.
Play clock down to 4. They do get it off, and it's going to be Sneed, but a penalty again, and I think they moved one more.
Looks like they did get the timeout before the play, yeah.
So Eastbay calls a timeout before the snap. 7:34 to go in the first half. 13-0 Manatee leads. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Former Hurricane Chuck Howard knows what it takes to be on a championship team. Howard Leasing is proud to sponsor the Hurricanes and is ready to champion solutions for your employees' leasing needs. Everything from big business to small business, Howard Leasing covers it all. From payroll processing and workers' comp to human resources and employee benefits. Get on the winning team with Chuck Howard and all the pros at Howard Leasing. Details available online at howardleasing.com. Again, that's howardleasing.com.
Odyssey. News, insight, passion. AM 930, The Answer.
7:34 to go in the first half. Manatee leading 13-0. The Indians have the ball first down and goal from the 16-yard line. A couple of penalties have backed them up. It'll be Jalen Sneed in the backfield behind quarterback Nathan Carter. They will fake the handoff. Carter throws towards the end zone. It's going to be caught in the back of the end zone, and touchdown completed to Aiden Showers. And as we mentioned earlier, they can't fall asleep, and we fell asleep. Bit on the run, and they did a great job against the run for the most part, and eventually they find a way to get back behind you, and they did.
Yeah. Again, you hit it right on the head. We're thinking run, and they'll pop one open for a pass there, and we're just not ready. Really close, the secondary close there to get into the safety over top, but just too far inside.
Dylan Simonson on to do the extra point. Good snap. The kick is up, and it's blocked. And a good job by the Canes coming off the end. Tyreek Allen will block the extra point, and it's 13-6 leaves a 7-point lead for the Hurricanes. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and bring back more of the first half of football. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Are you looking to get a great price on a new Buick, GMC, or Subaru?
Conley and Bradenton.
Need a reliable used car you can afford?
Conley and Bradenton.
What about great financing, expert service, and a reputation that is second to none?
Yep, you guessed it, Conley and Bradenton.
Hi, I'm Alan Conley.
And I'm Chris Conley.
From the time our grandfathers started our dealership over a half-century ago, we have been proud to be part of this community.
So for your family's next vehicle, come see our family.
Conley Buick GMC and Conley Subaru.
800 Cortez Road West in Bradenton.
Conley Buick GMC, where we treat you like family.
AM 930, The Answer. Online at theanswersarasota.com.
7:22 to go in the first half. Manatee leading 13-6. Eastbay took over at their own 50, or took over at the 50-yard line, drove down the field, found pay dirt, but Tyreek Allen blocked the extra point, so that leaves a 7-point lead for the Canes still. Let's see what the young man, he teed it up, fell off the tee, so Dylan Simonson will re-tee it. Tyreek Allen back deep along with Jaleel Duncan. Hey, we haven't had a kick return for a touchdown, and maybe we can get one here soon. This time it'll be Roy Burchett from the 30. He's going to be across the 40, out to the 45, along the 46-yard line, and that's where he'll go down, and that's where Manatee will start with great field position, 1st and 10.
Yeah, now we're really going to see, this to me is where we'll see how good offensively the night's going to go, because you had 2 good plays. Jace is back in at quarterback, but you had 2 good series. Really move the ball. You bring in Squitieri. We kind of, turn over on downs. Jace come back in the game. Good field position. See if we can get back going where we were first 2 drives.
Manatee will go 2 receivers to the left. Roy Burchett will be in the backfield, offset to the left of Jace. Jace will hand off straight at the middle, and they got penetration. But He's going to drive it across for about a 2-yard pickup. Down the far side, didn't go anywhere, so.
The down marker is not moved, but the ball moved 2 yards.
But the ball moved 2 yards. I don't know what we're doing.
What? Oh, they didn't call it.
Oh, they got a false start. I didn't even see that flag thrown. I saw a guy pick it up on the far side, so. The only thing I can think of on a false start, that's coming off the receiving core, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago. That's inexcusable. Receivers should never move
Especially
first.
on a run play.
Yeah. Saw Florida do it last week. This time, Burchett off the left side. He's going to find positive yards. He's going to get the 5 plus another 4, a 9-yard pickup. Gets the ball to midfield, and
good hard run there by Burchett.
You know,
but again, we're going right side. He cut it back to the left. That means the left's open.
The left's open. It's been there.
And I'm kind of, sometimes offensively you can get to where sometimes play callers get to where they're a little bored. And they don't want to just continue the same thing that's working. They got to kind of.
I don't know. LSU didn't get bored last week.
No, they ran the ball right down our throat.
They ran the same play over and over. Guy gets 280 yards
Go back
of offense.
double tight, though.
This time, Jace fakes the inside, rolls left. Goes out and wide open. It's going to be Elijah Stewart, I believe, on the reception out there. A pickup of 17 and a first down for the Hurricanes out to the 32-yard line. They'll officially set it the 33, 1st and 10, Hurricanes in Eastbay territory.
Second time we've had a really good play-action fake, rolling Jace out. And that time find Elijah Stewart for a big 17-yard gain. So something that we've obviously saw on film, prepared for that this week.
And we're going to have a stoppage in play for a water break with 6:05 to go. Manatee leading 13-6. We'll also hear from our sponsors. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Go Canes! Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory wishes you the best of luck this season. Your Manatee neighbor for over 46 years with now 3 generations of service, the caring professionals at Brown & Sons know how to guide you and your family through the difficult times. Featuring Trust 100 pre-planning, they'll handle all your local and long-distance needs. Celebrate the game of football, but when the game of life must end, depend on Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory to serve you. Online at brownandsonsfuneral.com.
This is Manatee Hurricanes football on AM 930, The Answer.
6:05 to go in first half of football. Manatee leading 13-6. They're on the drive. They're inside East Bay territory at the 33. Again, 1st and 10 Manatee. Roy Burchett in the backfield. He'll be offset to the right of quarterback Jace Brzezowski. This time East Bay comes up, shows a little pressure at the line. We get a flag, false start, and
on who?
False start.
I'm trying to question where that false start was. He's saying,
left tackle.
Yeah, he's talking about a head bob right there. I just saw him look at him. He goes,
you jerked. Well, but he was actually turning, looking at Jace, making a call, an audible there, but whatever.
Well, it is what it is. 1st and 15. Jace takes it straight back, steps up in the pocket, fires down the field wide open. It's going to be Bon Bean. Touchdown, Boom! Hurricanes. A great throw and catch to Bon Bean Jr. 38-yard touchdown strike from Jace Brzezowski, and the Canes go up 19-6.
Great job there by Jace to feel the pressure on the outside, step up in the pocket, and deliver a really good strike to Bon Bean. Great job by Bon Bean, kind of twisting his body and catching it and keeping his feet going to get in the end zone.
We'll await the point after attempt here. This time they'll flip it out to the outside and did not get in. And I'm not sure I like that play call right there. I don't even think we had the number. This time I thought they were set up pretty evenly. And herein lies the problem. You leave that to the decision of young kids to decide what we're going to do when they see it. I know you go to practice and you see numbers, you know what it is.
Well, typically they look over to the sideline. Sideline will give the call, but that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean it's the right call because they're trying to get their numbers from.
I think
up top.
They went a little quick on it.
Same here. Yeah. I think we jumped a little bit. They weren't really set, so we're trying to say let's go.
Settle it down just a hair, and I think everything falls into place. Yeah. But anyways, great scoring drive. The Canes up 19-6, 5:43 to go in the first half. And
yeah, five total plays on that scoring drive, 54 total yards. Obviously ends up with an explosive play there from Jace Brzezowski, 38 yards, to Bombine Jr. for the touchdown. Brings us to 19-6. Kind of odd numbers. odd, weird score, 19-6.
Yeah, this is one of those things where you wish you had the square game going. So, hey, I got a 9 and a 6. We're good. We'll hold there. Kind of numbers you don't see very often. So last time it was Michael Kaleko. Got our first touchback of the year. He drove it into the end zone. Let's see if he can do it one more time. And a different style kicker. He does not get very far back. This time he kicks it, gets a little under it. Ball hits at the 10, rolls back inside the 10, and the Canes' pursuit is there, and they're all over. And this time it's a host of Hurricanes. He didn't get the initial tackle by Tyreek, but there was 4 or 5 other Hurricane red jerseys all over him, and they will start at around the 10-yard line.
Well, the all-scoring recast brought to you by Howard Leasing. Go visit Chuck Howard for all your payroll and all those needs on Manatee Avenue, right across from the Panera Bread. Go visit him. See what you need. See what he can help you with.
Speaking of Chuck Howard, who's in the Hall of Honor, last night you and I both attended, along with Gene Brown and Kevin Van Osterbridge. We attended the Hall of Honor last night. See Coach Olson get in, Dr.
Tracy
McCarthy,
Waiters.
Tracy Waiters. There was just a host of a lot of different people in there.
Yep.
Hey, a long venue, I will say that much. But, hey, I tell you what, to see the people that's there, it's almost like, and John Vita brought it up. It's like a small reunion.
Yeah, it's
all
almost
the
a
time.
mini reunion.
Yeah. First down and 10. They're going to throw it out in the flat, and immediately the catch is there by Aiden Showers, but immediately taken down on the play by Darren Jean. Pick up of 5. It was a short little pitch and catch.
Well, especially in high school, that's a long throw to make for high school play.
Second down and 5 for the Eastbay Indians. This time we've got movement again.
And when I say long, I don't mean lengthwise down the field. I mean he was on the far right hash, throwing it all the way across the field.
It's about a 25-yard pass he's throwing across there. And
to gain 2.
Not a whole lot of zip. I mean, it's hard to – you got to be one stud quarterback in high school to be able to throw one with a lot of velocity.
Right.
And while Nathan Carter's got a decent arm, that ball – kind of floated out there. If it wasn't for the 7 or 8 yards that were cushioned there to begin with, if it were only 3, that ball could be easily picked off.
Absolutely.
Or if nothing else, knocked down. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half, Manatee leading 19-6. This time they will hand off to Snead up the middle, and he's going to be met immediately at the line of scrimmage. It looked to be Derek Lewis on the initial contact.
Yeah, it was, and good to see him back. Nothing really major with him, which is a good thing.
They give him 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Hey, you talk about a big play right here. So you stop them here, force them to punt, get the ball, work the clock, drive it in the end zone, and we get the ball to start the second half.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, this could be a big 14-point swing right here on this.
It's a big 3rd down.
Yeah. Bring a man in motion. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to fire across the middle and high and nowhere even close.
He's looking for a guy coming up underneath. Everybody's kind of flooding over to the right. 22 ran across. Great job by Corey Sanders playing some secondary for us. Sitting in his zone, doing his job, his 111. Great job by the secondary there.
Well, brings up a punting situation. And by the way, let me throw a couple of crazy scenarios out. So let's say Bloomingdale beats Palmetto tonight. We beat Bloomingdale next week. We're in a 3-way tie, right?
That's a 3-way tie. And unfortunately, to break the 3-way tie, it goes to the winning percentage.
Not like the old days. It'll be Jaleel Duncan will take it at his own 44, running backwards across midfield. Now he's trying to find somewhere, and there's a flag and
that is
another flag.
His head was – that is not a block in the back. His head was across.
Unfortunately, no matter what, That ball. And then another flag. There goes 3 of them. This guy threw it like 3 days late.
I think that was a taunt. I don't know if we said something running by, but I think what they're going to probably call in this day and age is, he's a defenseless guy.
So we're going to get the crackback block kind of. So,
but his head was
blindside block. Yeah.
His head was definitely on the front side of that block. That was not a bad block.
So regardless, we've got the flags were thrown around the 45 of Eastbay. So from there, we're going 10 yards. And if we do have an unsportsmanlike at the end of that, then we're going to back it up again another 15. So I would say worst case scenario, we're starting at our own 30.
Anything is a huge flip.
Anything greater than the 30 is a good spot for us right now. So let's see what happens. We'll wait till they mark things off and we'll wait for the signals from the officials. Again, 3:46 to go in the first half of football. Manatee leading 19-6. They're giving Coach Green an explanation right now of what happened. We'll see. We're watching him walk it back. He's across the 40.
It's going to be what you said, 30-yard line.
35 to the 30. Oh, he's picking up steam. Now he's down to the 25. Good grief.
God, talk about a flip and field position. Here's the calls.
Personal foul.
That's going to be your crackback
block.
Personal foul.
We got another dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. So there's two 15-yard penalties. We'll move it back. We were looking pretty good on the penalty side of things, and now all of a sudden
we've got 5 for 60
for a bunch. All right, the Canes will start at their own 25-yard line, first down and 10. Corey Sanders in the backfield this time. With our quarterback, Jace Brzezowski, takes a snap. He'll throw it out into the flat. We got a stoppage of play. And
oh, it's a punch. He threw a punch. Well, what are they calling?
Well, it's against us. That's another receiver must have moved out here on his far side. That'll move it all the way back to the 20.
Was the flag thrown on our side right here?
Yeah.
So wide receiver over here? Come on.
Yeah, that's twice.
Smalls.
Start again at the 20-yard line, first down at 15. Jace will hand off up the middle to Corey Sanders. He's going to bounce out of the first initial tackle. He's going to get 4.
It's Jaden Judge.
Jaden Judge. Thank you for the correction.
First carry for him of the night.
Dude, he ran the ball extremely well last week.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Another young talent.
Our sophomore class and even our freshman class is very good.
Yeah, no, we've got a lot of young talent that just got to get experience, got to get playing underneath the Friday night lights.
Look over there on that left side, Cameron McLeod. This time he'll throw it out in the flat. It's going to be caught. No chance to run with. That ball was kind of nose diving down. A good job by Jaleel Duncan just to get his hands underneath it. Hey, get positive yards. He's going to set up a third down in about 6. 2:45 to go first half.
Yeah, he brings up our second third down of the game. Didn't get the first one. We went turnover on downs to see if we can get this one to keep this drive moving.
Third and 6. Jace will take the snap. We got a flag.
We're pointing out, guys. That should not be us moving when we're pointing out who we're blocking to each other. I don't understand that. Why, I don't understand. We're not moving. We're not enticing anyone. We're pointing. Cloud was pointing. He was pointing who we need to block and who may be blitzing. That baffles me. But
third and 6 to third and 11. And now the officials will discuss. And my guess is we've got our coaches asking the official on that sideline, what is it? Yeah. So he's trying to get an explanation of it. Which I don't blame. I'd want one too because it's not very clear to what this movement is. Generally, when you see a false start, it's very obvious. So the clock running now, 2:20 to go in the first half. Manatee at their own 25, and they're going to throw out in the open, in and out of the hands of Jaleel Duncan. That ball should have been caught and would have been a huge first down. And Haynes will bring on the punting unit. You've got to catch those balls, and there's been a lot of missed opportunities throughout the year.
Yeah, there's been a lot of drop balls, to be honest with you. And you know, I go back to even the Venice game. We had two like back-to-back on a drive that would, you know, those two catches at the first down. And it just, you know, a lot of times it's I don't know, concentration. I don't know.
Good snap and a punt, and a nice punt going away. Is going to go out across the 40, roll out to the 35. And oh, we shouldn't have touched it right there. Let it keep rolling. Anyways, they downed it at the Indians' 35-yard line. That's where they'll start first and 10, 1:57 to go in the first half. Manatee leading 19-6.
Yeah, not the series we wanted there, but it was just kind of funky series. Never really got going with some of those illegal procedures by us, and obviously, you know, the two penalties on the punt didn't really help. But give the ball back to the Eastbay. You know, this is something for them. 2 minutes left. They're not a really quick striking team.
And they had a hold on the return right there by Eastbay. They'll back it up another 10 to start on the 25.
I was pointing to that and saw it, and I never saw the flag thrown.
I didn't either.
But they are not an offense that's going to be a quick strike offense. So 2-minute offense for them, but they got 2 timeouts left. But for us, hey, but flip side for us, man, hey, we stop them 3. We got 2 timeouts left. You stop them on 3, you get the ball back. You can get the ball back with about a minute left.
Hey, what you got to look out for right here is the interior run. They try to lull you to sleep, try to pop one over the top. So your safety has got to stay true to where he's at. That's Duke Dunbar's playing the safety position right now. This time they will hand off, and it's going to be Isaiah Ketchup, and he's going to get the ball out, about a 3-yard pickup.
Hit week number 13, read perfectly by number 9, Cornell Thomas.
And he comes up limping. He comes off the field. Does Isaiah Ketchup for the Indians.
I don't know. Is that Isaiah Ketchup?
Yeah.
Oh, the brother of Vincent Ketchup. All right. Those Hines brothers.
Yeah, we've got Hines, and we've got Fancy.
Correct.
We've got all kinds of ketchup on the field. Problem was we caught up to him before he could turn the corner.
Right. Wait, listen, right there. Was that Eastbay taking their first time out? Okay, that's good.
Hey, burn them while you got them.
Yeah,
unlike some teams I see on Saturdays that don't use them when they should.
Yep. Can't take them with you.
Boy, before we came tonight, we went to the boiler room. Boy, there was a bunch of people in there tonight.
A lot of people in there tonight. You know, well, one of the Hall of Honors, 2001, 2002, soccer team was inducted. A lot of my buddies are on that team, and they're all there, and they'll be here tonight going in halftime and seeing them. So it was a good, like you said, nice little reunion.
Yeah, nice to see a lot of people rolling in there before some of them coming to the game. We got a fairly decent crowd tonight.
Some scoring updates here. Palmetto 9-0 over Bloomingdale in the second quarter. So pretty close there. Wharton, Wiregrass is losing 23 to Armwood. Wharton still up 12-7 on Tampa Bay Tech.
It'll never hold. Here goes Nathan Carter's going to roll right. He's going to fire in the flash. Picked off. It's going to be Sonny Jenkins. No, I mean Tyreek Allen. Tyreek Allen sidesteps a guy. He's out to the 20, still on his feet. He's going to get to the 15, down to the 10, and finally drug down. Hey, there's a flag on the far side.
Block back, doesn't matter. It's our ball.
Our ball, and where the flag is thrown at the 17-yard line, we'll start first and goal, or first and 10 at the 27 with 1:09 to go. And hey,
good pick.
You talk about a great time to come up with a turnover.
And it's not going to go in the stats. You know, Tyreek's obviously going to get the pick. But great job by Cornell Thomas coming off the edge and really putting pressure on Carter to throw the ball immediately. He got hit, but he had to throw the ball quick, and Tyreek is there. And What I love about Tyreek is he's got a nose for the end zone. When he gets it, he's not thinking, "Oh, I'm not just going to gain some yards." He's thinking, "I want to score.
I'm
I
here
want
to
to go
tell
to
you,
pay
he needs to be on offense a few more times throughout the game as well.
I
because
highly agree with you.
He is
Dynamic.
hard to get down. He, bar none, personally, he's probably the best player on our football team.
Oh, no question, no question. I would definitely have him, 4 or 5 plays out of the game doing something, And we did try him out there passing earlier in the season. Didn't really catch it, but
this time he'll throw it in the flat, in and out of the hands of Elijah Stewart. That ball's got to be caught. It's right at your head.
He's turning and looking to try to run before he's actually catching the ball, and that comes to me to concentration.
Yep.
Concentration. We're missing it. Jaleel earlier, same thing, in and out of his hands. And those are things you got to have those plays.
Let's go back to what we said weeks and weeks, the little things.
Yep.
Second down and 10. Manatee at the Eastbay 27-yard line. 1:05 to go in the first half. This time they'll hand off the Judge up the middle, and he's still on his feet. He still hasn't gone down. Still driving forward. Good job.
Gosh.
Thought he was going to go down, but what a great job of securing himself where he was. Manatee will burn a timeout. We'll keep things here. It'll be a 3rd down and 8 situation.
Really good athletic play there by Jane Judge. Putting his arm down, not going out, and keeping his leg turning, I don't know if we're just trying to get guys playing, but we haven't seen Roy in the past couple series here, and we haven't seen Corey Sanders. I know Corey's been playing a little bit of defense, so maybe they're trying to give him a breather. Not that Judge is anything wrong with Judge, just we haven't seen our top 2 running backs.
I'll be honest with you, when you see what we do, and there's been a nice little shifting of all the players. Even Johnny's gotten 1 series in here so far as well, but I want to know, at what point do you put 2 backs in that backfield?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you got a lot of dynamic backs back there that can make a lot of things happen.
Yeah, you
or nothing else. Bring, even whether it's Roy or whether it's Corey, I think they both got to be on the field, not necessarily together, Judge in the backfield, but at least put them in the slot, bring them in motion,
Sure.
and get somebody to look at that while it's happening.
Absolutely.
Manatee will go 4 receivers here. This time, Jay Strauss back, looking right, steps up in the pocket, fires to the end zone, and that's going to be pass interference. He had that left hand all over him.
Yeah, he did. He did. I don't know if it.
I don't think it's catchable. I don't either.
But and so my thing though with the pass is he's throwing it where he's at instead of where he's going. He puts it about 4 or 5 yards towards the right goalpost there. I think he walks and he catches it easy for a touchdown.
Yeah, so pass interference, that's going to be enough for the first down, obviously. So that'll move the ball down. Let's see where they place it. I think it's going to be around the 15. Well, we're at the 25, so they're not going to mark all 15 off, right? So it's got to go half the distance. Should get it around the 12. See what they do. Finally watch him walk it all the way down. Yes, they'll place it at the 12-yard line, and the Canes are in the Pinch a Penny red zone. Pinch a Penny has the perfect people for the perfect pool. For all your pool and spa supplies, visit Pinch a Penny, 3500 Manatee Avenue West. Hey, tomorrow, go in there, get your water tested. It's free. Tell them
right?
Danny Carter sent you. Free water test. Promise you. First down at 10. Brzezowski fires across the slant, in and out of the hands of Jaleel Duncan. That ball should have been caught. Instead of using his hands, he tried to use his body. 35 seconds to go here. And, hey, we're going to get a couple more strikes at it, but now Jaleel's still on the ground. So that's not good news. But you've got to catch that football right there. I mean, he had it. Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, look at maybe leaning on his shoulder. Look at maybe he's
he's grabbing. He's reaching for his right shoulder.
He was trying to reach back, so he's falling. He's trying to grab it and bring it in. Maybe fell on his shoulder weird. Hopefully nothing major.
Hey, I've been there before. I know how those feel. Don't feel good.
Yeah, just
ask Gene Brown. He had one of the worst shoulder.
That's what I heard.
Surgeries ever.
Well,
so, yeah.
That's what the surgeon said is the worst one that he's ever seen.
In his entire life.
That's probably why he couldn't make it to the home plate.
Yeah. Kind of bounced and rolled. I mean,
it's frustrating though. We talk about again some of those little things, and this is a change. That's a touchdown. We catch the ball and do what you're supposed to do there, and it's just some concentration stuff. I think looks like we're bringing on. It's not Lamar. Is that?
I don't know. Here
One
we
of the
go.
brothers at Coastal. Gosh. Anyways.
Valadays?
It looks like a Valaday, doesn't it?
I don't know. Too far away for me to tell. Gene says yes. We're going to go with yes.
Yeah, when they call on the guy, the physician, that's not always a good thing.
Well, it's not good when he's been down as long as he has, and I'm starting to think that maybe that may have popped out. So, never a good sign. Hate to see when a young man's down that long, but
who we haven't seen in the past play, actually maybe since Venice, is Kobe Keenan. I'm thinking.
Well, we got him last week.
That is true.
Yeah, we did get him last week. Yep.
But I'm thinking something over the middle of him, big target, and maybe release him, have him as that up back, maybe release him in the seam, hit him up, and throw it up there. He's going to catch it.
Well, the plus side is that Jalil's walking off on his own. The other side is that I like. Both arms are moving, so they're swinging, which is a good thing. Generally, if it's out and it's a big issue, that one you're kind of holding close to your body and
maybe just a stinger. Hopefully. But hey, 35 seconds here left here in the quarter. This would be fantastic to get points on the board because, like you say, we get the ball starting the second half.
Again, second down and 10. Hurricanes at the 12-yard line in the pinch a penny red zone. Speaking of red zone, we're wearing all red. Let's see if we can get in the end zone right here. Jace will pull it down himself and doesn't find enough running room. There was a small seam, but he was going to have to hit that quick and be almost like a magician to get through there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a design play. If it was a design quarterback, I think he took it too early. If it was a design draw. I don't know if
he didn't allow the guy on the outside to push up the field far enough. Right.
So I don't know if it was design. I'm not sure. But if it was, he didn't just give him enough chance to let the play develop. But it brings up 3rd and 9 here. What are you thinking? What are you calling?
I'm going to go back to that slant pattern we've had in the center all the day. I mean, it's been there. I've split them out wide, open that up. They really don't have a safety there to help, right? So clear it out. You got two options. What I would do is run that slant and leave a draw play as a possibility to run. Yep. Because, hey, well, let me scrap that. I can't run the football because we don't have any timeouts left. Regardless, I want to come away with points. So I'm going to fire to the end zone. Either I'm going on that slant, or I'm going to come to the short side over here to the corner. So run to the pylon right here, run this out, and see if we can't hook it up. And you got Bond Bean over here.
Kobe Keenan is in the slot. I'm calling
this is a mismatch
fade.
right here.
I'm calling a fade in the corner route or slant up the middle for Kobe.
I like it. Oh, it's open right here. Under pressure goes Jace. He's got to
throw it away.
And
throw it away.
He's not going to get it away.
You got to go. You got 20 seconds. You got to go. Go.
Field goal running on. Here we go. We practice this all the time.
Let's see if we can get it. We got 14. 12 seconds left.
10 seconds left. We got to get set quick. 5 seconds.
Got time. You got time.
3 seconds. There's a snap, the hold, the kick, and it's blocked. And it's got to be covered up. And, hey, I like the hurry up trying to get there. We had a different holder, too, for the first time. You did get it down.
Jalil's out. Yep.
So at the end of the first half of football, the Canes, kind of exciting down the stretch, couldn't quite find pay dirt there at the end. But they do lead 19-6 at the end of the first half. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with highlights of the first half and the Shake Pit halftime report. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
The Hurricane Champions Foundation provides provides resources and opportunities for all Manatee Hurricane athletes across all sports to help realize their championship dreams. All of our athletes deserve the best support they can get to match the size of their hearts and the depths of their dedication. You can support them in their efforts. For just $10 a month, these budding stars can get the gear and training they need to compete at the highest level and continue to make all of us proud. Find out more at HurricaneChampionsFoundation.org. That's HurricaneChampionsFoundation.org.
When it comes to excellence in football, nobody beats the Manatee Hurricanes. When it comes to excellence in body shops, nobody beats Costantino. Costantino Body Shop specializes in collision repair with cutting-edge equipment and technology. Costantino helps you with your insurance claims and gets you back on the road. Life moves fast, and Costantino keeps you moving. 9th Street West in Bradenton. Details online at CostantinoBodyShop.com. Bradenton's oldest and most trusted paint and body shop, Costantino Body Shop.
Coastal Orthopedics proudly supports Manatee High School and Hurricanes football. Dr. Dan Lamar, a former Hurricane, is the team's medical director. Dr. Lamar and the staff of experts at Coastal Orthopedics are recognized leaders in sports medicine and wellness technology. With offices in West Bradenton, East Bradenton, and Lakewood Ranch, they're always close by. Details online at coastalorthopedics.com. coastalorthopedics.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you in the game.
They say life is better on the water, where the only measure of time is the disappearing tide and the sound of fishermen returning from a long day's work. That's where you'll find Swordfish Grill, nestled along the quiet Gulf Coast in Florida's oldest fishing village. This is a place to relax, to unwind, and enjoy freshly caught seafood. They say life's better on the water. We couldn't agree more. Swordfish Grill and Tiki Bar, located in Cortez, Florida's oldest fishing village.
There is an answer to the mess we are in today in this country. There's a reason that so many young people are being led astray. We have to fight back and protect the country we know and love. There's one who knows the way out of this mess. Charlie Kirk is the answer. He's relentless. He will not stop till he reaches every person who will hear. Listen to him every day, everywhere you find podcasts. The Charlie Kirk Show, now on a podcast near you.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-965-1433. 800-965-1433. 800-965-1433.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
And now, the Manatee High School Football Halftime Show with your host, Joe Weaver.
A hearty good evening to you, and thank you for joining us tonight for another installment of Manatee Hurricane Football exclusively on AM 930 The Answer. Tonight, Hurricanes square off against the Eastbay Indians. Good guys coming off their first win of the year last week against Leonard. Challenging year though it has been, the team has a chance to end it on a higher note here as we end the season, and that's hopefully what's able to start tonight up against a team that we figure to match up well with, which certainly has not been the case for most of this year. And things starting off well as the defense able to force a punt on Eastbay's opening possession. And then, with the ball, the Hurricanes getting some movement.
This time he'll throw it out in the flat. It's going to be Elijah Stewart. He's going to be across the 40, across the 30, down inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. And that's going to be another first down and a quick out pass, 17-yard pickup, and the Canes driving the football in their opening drive.
A few plays later, Corey Sanders coming off that great performance last week, looking strong again tonight.
This time, Corey Sanders off the left side. He's across the 20 to the 15, down to the 11-yard line, and that'll set up a 1st and 10.
2 plays later,
they go back to it again. Corey Sanders is going to get to the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown, Corey Sanders, and the Canes take a 6-0 lead with 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Opening drive.
6-0 Manatee, unfortunately unable to convert the PAT, but still easily the best start of any game the Canes have had all season. And halfway through the first quarter, holding a 6-0 advantage. Ensuing drive for the Indians, and the defense playing inspired out here tonight.
Second and long. The Indians quarterback, he's under pressure. He's going to go down. It's Ian Johnson-Kelly. He's all over him. He blew up inside, and that's one of our best plays of the game.
That would lead to another punt for Eastbay, and the Hurricanes getting the ball again, using the up-tempo to good effect, ripping up large chunks through the air and on the ground, and able to pay it off at the goal line.
Under center, Jace will keep it himself and drive it forward, and it is going to be a touchdown, Hurricanes. They had to wait a little bit for the officials to signal it in, but yes, Jace punches it in from 1 yard out, and the Canes go ahead 12-0, 57 seconds to go in the first quarter of play.
This time we're able to convert the point after try, and it's a 13-0 Manatee Hurricanes advantage, looking better than they have all year long, and that would be the score at the end of the first quarter. Once again, the defense playing stout and making the play on third down.
This time they'll hand off to Snead. Snead's going to be met in the backfield and taken down. That is Tyreek Allen on a big tackle and a loss of about 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards, and that'll bring up a punting situation.
But unable to really do anything with the ball after the defense gets it back. Then Eastbay starts moving the ball for the first time all night on their next drive, and they're able to put it in the end zone to cut the Manatee advantage to 13-6. But then on their extra point attempt,
good snap, kick is up, and it's blocked. And a good job by the Canes coming off the end. Tyreek Allen will block the extra point, and it's 13-6, leaves a 7-point lead for the Hurricanes.
So the offense gets the ball back, and after a touchdown, when you give up like that, you'd like to see an answer, and senior Jace Brzezowski provides one.
Jace takes a straight back, steps up in the pocket, fires down the field wide open. It's going to be Von Bean. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great throwing catch to Von Bean Jr., 38-yard touchdown strike from Jace Brzezowski, and the Canes go up 19-6.
And that would be the score as the 2-point attempt comes up short. Great answer by the Hurricanes. And then the defense bottles up the Indian offense on their next time with the ball. So it's working pretty well out there tonight. Penalties would stifle the ensuing drive for the Canes, however. But then, you know, one of the things that's just plagued this team all year long have been interceptions that have been dropped by defenders. And it's understandable. You know, they play defense for a reason. But it's really been brutal in certain spots this year as it's progressed. Well, finally, we hang on to one.
Here's Nathan Carter's going to roll right. He's going to fire in the flash. Picked off. It's going to be Sonny Jenkins. No, I mean Tyreek Allen. Tyreek Allen sidesteps a guy. He's out to the 20, still on his feet. He's going to get to the 15, down to the 10, and finally drugged down.
Penalties would knock it back, and then our rushed field goal attempt this time expired was blocked, but still, it's a 19-7 lead for the Manatee Hurricanes here at halftime, and we'll be getting the ball first to start the second half. Good-looking job out there tonight, guys. When we return, more first-half analysis and statistics with Danny Carter and Chad Choate. This is Manatee Hurricanes football exclusively on AM 930, The Answer.
First Southern Bank is proud to be the banking partner for Manatee Hurricane football because they're a true community bank that understands the importance of supporting the neighborhoods they're proud to serve. Conveniently located at 1825 Manatee Avenue West, you can also find out more about First Southern Bank by visiting their website, fsb-bank.bank. Once again, that's fsb-bank.bank. And let them know you heard about them through Manatee football. Experience for yourself the First Southern Bank difference. And go Canes.
Member FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
Former Hurricane Chuck Howard knows what it takes to be on a championship team. Howard Leasing is proud to sponsor the Hurricanes and is ready to champion solutions for your employees' leasing needs. Everything from big business to small business, Howard Leasing covers it all. From payroll processing and workers' comp to human resources and employee benefits. Get on the winning team with Chuck Howard and all the pros at Howard Leasing. Details available online at howardleasing.com. Again, that's howardleasing.com.
Get sizzling savings on new Jeeps during the Make This the Summer event at Firkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Bradenton.
Drive a new 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee from just $259 a month. $259 a month.
Expect more, save more. Find it at Firkins. Get sizzling savings on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year during the Make This the Summer event at Firkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Bradenton.
2021 Ram GT Quad Cab Bighorn, now just $299 a month.
Expect more, save more. Find it at Firkins.
Have you walked into a room but couldn't remember why? Have you reached for a word but it's not there? Senior moment. Senior moments are not normal. It's a sign your brain is in trouble. Alzheimer's is now the second leading cause of death in the U.S. I'm Dr. Garland Glenn with the Carroll Institute, where we have developed a protocol for reversing the symptoms of Alzheimer's and cognitive decline. To learn more, schedule a discovery phone call with one of our certified brain coaches. Call 941-350-7722 or visit us at thecarrollinstitute.com.
The Hurricane Champions Foundation provides resources and opportunities for all Manatee Hurricane athletes across all sports to help realize their championship dreams. All of our athletes deserve the best support they can get to match the size of their hearts and the depths of their dedication. You can support them in their efforts. For just $10 a month, these budding stars can get the gear and training they need to compete at the highest level and continue to make all of us proud. Find out more at hurricanechampionsfoundation.org. That's hurricanechampionsfoundation.org.
York. Install with confidence.
Howdy, friends. Howdy Hudson from AC Today. If fall has a different meaning to you, like my AC's falling apart, don't wait until spring to fix your AC. Fix it now and save thousands. Now's the time to call AC Today and save up to $4,500 on a brand new high-efficiency system. That's right. With AC Today's fall buyback program, you can save up to $4,500 on your new home comfort system. And we know every penny counts when it comes to savings. For details on our fall buyback program, call 941-755-1336. That's 941-755-1336 or Google actoday-fl.com. AC Today follows wellness guidelines for your protection. Find out what we're doing to keep our customers and employees safe at actoday-fl.com. And be sure to call 941-755-1336 and save up to $4,500 on our fall buyback program from AC Today. We are AC Today, not tomorrow.
York. Install with confidence.
Odyssey. WLSS, Sarasota.
All right, Mike's up.
Welcome back. It's Gene Brown along with Kevin Van Ostenbridge, and we're fortunate to have our principal, Sharon Scarborough, here. We had a great event last night for the 2021 class of the Athletic Hall of Fame, or Hall of Honor, we're calling it. And Sharon, that was your first one to be at, and what'd you think of it last night?
You know, what an honor to be a part of such a great opportunity to see the people that really built this place and brought back so many wonderful memories. It really was something to behold. And my recommendation, though, next year is we allow as much time as possible for the acceptance speeches, because that's really what made the night.
I know, that was
hearing
great.
Those memories and hearing the wonderful things they could share with everybody about their time here at Manatee High School.
Yeah, well, I know I'm going to read through who was inducted last night. It was Lawrence Bud Fortson, class of 47, student athlete. Johnny Lawrence Larry Walker, class of 58, student athlete. Charles William Wiley, class of 63, student athlete. Kelly Joy Anderson Onanen, class of 93, student athlete. Tracy Waiters, class of 84, student athlete. Dr. Owen McCarthy, which was a contributor, which did the football games for many, many years. Stephen Olson, which was a coach here at Manatee for a lot of different things. Over the years, I say things because it was different sports, actually, and boys and girls sports, and obviously a lot of things. And then the 2001-2002 men's soccer team. Probably the thing that, like you said, the talk last night was great, and some of them went 5 minutes, some of them went 35 minutes. But probably the most touching one was Charles William Wiley, the class of 63 student athlete. His daughters were there, and he actually passed away about a year ago in November. And they got the call last year when he was in the hospital, and they were able to tell him. And they said that just, made him so happy, and unfortunately passed away a few weeks later. But just hearing those type of things and the honor that you bring to it, the things that we know, and some of them are a little bit more familiar names to a lot of people. Obviously, Tracy Waiters was probably one of the most common names at the time, bringing Manatee its first state championship and being a student athlete there. And then, of course, Coach Olson, Stephen Pigeon Olson. Everybody wanted to know why it was Pigeon, but he raised pigeons, and if you were here at the school, you knew that. So, but it was good to hear, Sharon. And,
yeah, absolutely. And hearing from Mr. Willie's daughters, just that he had that rally day, that really exuberance, finding out that he was honored, and the commitment they had to come accept it on his behalf made it something special last night. Definitely pulled at the heartstrings and brought about why it is so important for us to recognize these wonderful people that were part of Manatee High School.
Well, being one of the oldest high schools in the state of Florida, first graduating class in 1912, shows the history that we have, and bringing this back, and the Alumni Association through Carolyn Keller. I just lost her name for a second and looked over at Kevin and made me think of it. But Carolyn Keller and all of the people, John Vita and Bowen Summer and the whole group that does it. Those are the three that do a lot of it mostly, and just seeing what they've done to continue to grow that. And, without Carolyn Keller, it wouldn't happen. And got a database of about 40,000 names that the alumni that keep signing up, and it's just fun to see and shows the tradition. And speaking of tradition, tonight's football game looks a lot better. Kids are playing well. Things are going good. Now we just got to finish it off.
That's right. You finish strong, and the commitment that I've seen in the boys and the whole team, really been proud of the student body as a whole. They've come back from something that was, I don't think anybody knew would be in our lifetime with the effects of the pandemic. And we may feel it for a while, but something that we talk about at school a lot with the students is, we're not back to normal, we're back to better. We're going to build on what we have and make it even better each and every day. And the pride they have and the spirit that we see is outstanding. And tonight's the Pink Out game, so a big shout out to our student government for they sold out of the shirts that support and go towards the support of breast cancer this month, and had to actually go to shirts they'd had in the past. So just really a great opportunity to give back to the community, and that just shows the character of the kids here that are Hurricanes.
Well, we're glad you're here. We're excited to keep moving, and we're excited to see our football team finish strong this year, which I believe that we'll run the table. I'm not putting pressure on them, but excited to put that, that hope on them, and also the desire to keep growing and doing better. So welcome aboard, and thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for letting me take the mic for a minute.
That's a good thing. So, nope. Well, welcome aboard, Kevin. First half.
Well,
thoughts?
Yeah, offensively we're moving the ball really well. That hasn't been a problem for us. We had a quarterback change at one point. I'm not quite sure why, but that drive ended up with a punt. But all in all, we're moving the ball well on the ground. Roy Bichette has 35 yards. That's only on 4 carries. Corey Sanders has, of course, the touchdown and 53 yards on the ground. And then Jace ran for a touchdown as well. He's got almost 100 yards passing, including a touchdown. And that touchdown was a 38-yard strike to Bon Bean Jr. And, of course, a lot of us know his dad played out here, was a great player for the Canes back in the day. And so it puts a smile on your face to see Bon Bean Jr. catching a 38-yard touchdown pass out here. But it's a beautiful night. Defense has played well, holding Eastbay to only 6 points. And if we can continue to build on this, we get the ball first in the second half, and you always want to get the ball in the second half. We've always been a team, back in Coach Canan, we always deferred if you won the coin toss and you wanted the ball in the second half to start off, because it gave you something to build on. No matter what had happened in the first half, you always knew you had the football coming. So if you were behind, you say, "That's all right, we got the ball coming." If you're in this situation, you're up. Good news. Let's try to maybe put a nail in the coffin here, and with the opening drive of the first half, try and get ourselves a touchdown. One thing I'm perplexed by, and have been sort of all year, Gene, is I'm not sure what we're doing with this swinging gate business every time you score. You score a touchdown, that's a big positive, and you have momentum from scoring a touchdown. Go ahead and dot the I. Get the field goal team out there. Boom, knock an extra point through, make it 7. Get back to the sidelines. Just get back to work. But we've been doing this swinging gate concept, and the numbers. But typically with the swinging gate, you're trying to get the numbers to work in your favor. And if it's one side, then you throw it over to the heavy side. But if they leave you light on the light side, you try and do it by the center and the quarterback. But it just hasn't been clicking for us, and that's starting to frustrate, I think, not just me, but some people in the stands as well. Can we just score a touchdown, dot the I, and be happy and move on?
Well, and I think, when you look at it, you do set it up for different reasons, and I think sometimes you set it up maybe so on a field goal you have an opportunity to get something out of it, but with the way we do it, we're just not coordinated in it very well. We don't look smooth. We don't look that.
Right.
And the other thing is, when you have a linebacker that's not used to receiving the option and knowing what to do, getting in the position, you don't have the right players in it.
Yeah,
it's just, to me, it's frustrating because it's not something that is working. So let's work and end on a positive, and especially in a time when we went for it and it wasn't open and we could have been up by 2 full scores. So you create an issue, but put yourself behind the 8 ball instead of continue to grow. And I just think that it's time to move on from that. And we got to come out strong here. I mean, we come out and we don't score and they score, then they're right in it. If we come out and score,
we can put them out
it's
of it.
over with. Yeah,
we can put them
but,
out of it. I
but
agree.
at this time, you're listening to the Shake Pit Halftime Show. We're going to take our final break before we come back for the second half of football.
Accidents happen every day, and no one expects that it's going to happen to them until it does. That's when your whole life can turn upside down. If you find yourself in that position, either from a personal injury or an on-the-job injury, you don't have to go it alone. Protect yourself with the team that's been protecting the rights of the injured in Bradenton and Sarasota for over 30 years. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries all the time. Contact them today by going to allinjurieslaw.com. That's allinjurieslaw.com.
The Hurricane Champions Foundation provides resources and opportunities for all Manatee Hurricane athletes across all sports to help realize their championship dreams. All of our athletes deserve the best support they can get to match the size of their hearts and the depths of their dedication. You can support them in their efforts. For just $10 a month, these budding stars can get the gear and training they need to compete at the highest level and continue to make all of us proud. Find out more at hurricanechampionsfoundation.org. That's hurricanechampionsfoundation.org.
Is knee pain getting in the way of your daily life? Are you staying clear of places with steps or giving up travel because the pain is unbearable? Hi, Mike Gallagher here for Total Therapy Florida. Maybe you've been told you need a knee replacement, or maybe knee pain is changing the way you live your life. Either way, Total Therapy Florida can help with knee pain before knee replacement is even recommended, or before and after knee replacement surgery. They even have a free ebook on their website, totaltherapyfl.com. that can answer many of your questions about knee replacements. Better yet, give them a call. And
we're back in 30 seconds.
Consultation, 941-375-8183. Total Therapy Florida is just minutes away from you with locations in Sarasota, Osprey, Venice, Englewood, and Northport. Medicare and most insurances are accepted. Call today, 941-375-8183. That's 941-375-8183. Or go to totaltherapyfl.com. That's totaltherapyfl.com. Be sure to tell them Mike Gallagher sent you.
AM 930, The Answer.
All right, here we go. We'll get ready for the second half of football. Eastbay on to kick off. And
they lined up an onside kick there.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
May do it again.
Here we go. They send a guy in motion to the far side.
I like it from them. Be a little aggressive.
I didn't know you could overload one side or the other, but
you got to have 4 on one side.
And
they
there
reversed
goes
it.
the sneaky kick, and it didn't go 10, and not even close.
Very
good job of not even trying to field it by
Kobe.
Kobe, yeah, he came up and without trying to reach for it. It's a great job.
It's not their ball. No. It didn't go 10 yards.
Illegal touching. There we go. Yeah, see, I was going to say, the ball never made it there.
The coaching staff up here in Eastbay, they know. The ones
Yeah.
down there don't know.
No, I hear him over there because they never went 10 yards. What are we doing? So Manatee will start in Eastbay territory after the unsuccessful onside kick. So Hurricanes be 1st and 10 at the Eastbay 48, leading 19-6.
We had some good things in the first half offensively, and some sputters here and there, some drop passes. See if we can get the running game going again.
Corey Sanders behind Jace Brzezowski.
Oh, we moved.
And that's going to be a false start.
Not a good start to the second half.
Bowen, put the headset on. Join us. Why not? Bring in our Booster Club president, Bowen Summer. You can't hear nothing? I don't know what's going on with this headset. There's something wrong with this thing. Oh, they unplugged you. Good grief. Here now? Good night, Irene.
Pass there on the first down.
How's that? Still nothing. We got nothing. I don't know. Bad headset. Check it. See what we got. What do you got? Anything? Nothing? Well, just like that, nothing happened. Corey Sanders is going to be tackled in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 17 now for the Hurricanes.
I don't know. All this stuff was working a few minutes ago. Now it doesn't work. It's the weirdest thing in the world. It's usually right here is the problem. You got to set it just right. And unfortunately, it's not going to work. I don't know. We'll play with it and see. Eventually, maybe it'll kick on. I don't know. We got old equipment. We're going to get new equipment next year. Can't wait. 3rd down and long. Jace drops back, steps up in the pocket under pressure. Now he's going to run. He's going to get across the 45. There's a flag thrown back, and that's a hold. So good run by Jace to
way to scramble.
Get what he got. But, you know, at the end of the day, it was going to come back regardless. Yep, it's a hold against the Hurricanes.
Just look a little flat, to be honest, for us coming out offensively. First play, incomplete pass. Second play, they blitz a guy off the edge and stop Corey from even going anywhere. 3rd down right there. Jace is trying to step up in the pocket, getting chased from behind. Really good job pulling it and running.
Oh, and a penalty all in all that as well.
But then holding would negate it. Looks like they're going to say, okay, bring it back 10. And we got 3rd and Lakewood Ranch. It's the right direction.
We're going the right direction this time. Attaboy.
3rd and Lakewood Ranch.
Boy, it is a long one. 3rd and forever. Opening drive of the second half. Manatee leading 19-6 over Eastbay. Jace drops back, looks for the middle screen to Corey Sanders. They snuffed it out well.
Yeah, we missed the first block there on the first level.
And there's a flag late.
That's on them. That's going to be, it looks like it's on them.
Here's the question, though.
Mask.
If it's unsportsmanlike, I think. Yeah, but it's 15 yards.
Is that an automatic first down in high school?
That I'm not sure, but I'm also trying to figure out whether or not it was a dead ball or what happened.
Yeah.
If it's after the
a
play.
Dead ball, don't matter,
yeah. I wanted to find out what the call is. It is dead ball, so the play's over with.
But it brings up
15
4th down.
yards, and it will be a 4th down. So
4th and 11 on the 50.
I think you got to go for it here. I mean, you're going to punt it. What are you trading out? That's the big question mark.
And they are going to punt. But, you know, listen.
Pin them back, do you? I mean, it's 13 points. It's still a 2-score ball game.
If we get a decent punt here, you know, you could potentially flip the field and get the ball again, hopefully on the 50. You can stop it 3 and out.
Michael Kaleko on to punt for the Hurricanes. Vincent Ketchup will go back deep for the Eastbay Indians. He'll be standing around his 19-yard line. We're waiting for the official to clear the ball so we can get on it. Snap it back. It'll be Wesley Choate alongside. Now we're going to stop play.
What's going on?
And now we're sending the guy off the field.
Oh, knees. His knees aren't covered.
You know why this is? Why the knees aren't covered? It's because of what they see on Sundays and what they see on Saturdays.
What you see on Sundays, man, those guys can do.
Yeah, they get paid a ton of money. I will defend it. I mean, oh my goodness. Snap right
snap
there, hit him in the hands, and dropped it.
Good night. You got that. That's just, ugh.
And Eastbay will get the turnover at the Manatee 32-yard line. And my goodness, that snap, I mean, it was a little bit he stepped to his right just a hair, but that's just taking your eyes off the ball.
Yeah, just right there right in his stomach and right where his hands are, and it just went right through his hands and could never get it back to try to kick it. So, hey, listen, put your defense in a bind, but now you got to come and answer the call, you know. And on defense, you always feel like this is a time we're looking – this is your time for the defense to really step up for the team here and hold them.
1st and 10, Eastbay at the Manatee 31 is where they officially put the ball. Sneed in the backfield behind Nathan Carter, the quarterback. Hand off to Sneed. He gets out of the initial tackle, out of the second one as well, and he'll bounce his way forward to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 5.
We were just
Second down at 5.
Trying to tackle Snead too high. He's a big boy. What's his measurements? He's a big kid. And we're trying to tackle him way too high around the shoulder pad.
There's nothing small about him. 5'11". He's short, but 230.
Yeah.
Sophomore at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. He's got a lot of years left. Second and 5. This time they'll hand it to the motion
Tyreek.
back, and he's going to be stopped at the 20, but that's going to be enough for a first down.
Tyreek coming off the edge, and he's coming like a missile, which is fantastic. But if you just compose yourself a little more and really just set that edge instead of blowing by it and try to do a knockout punch, it helps much more than just blowing by like that.
When Tyreek moves on to the next level, and when he gets there, because once you get to college, the thing that changes is the speed of the game, right?
Yep.
And regardless of what level he plays at, when he finally hones in how to control himself coming in, he could be a force to be reckoned with down the road. I mean, somebody is going. I mean, you talk about a diamond in the rough here.
Absolutely.
Because he doesn't know a whole lot right now. He's slowly learning the game. First down, Nathan Carter straight up the middle. The quarterback goes. He'll get it down to the 15. 5-yard pickup. He's second and 5. Approaching 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
And this is what we're going to see, continue to see from Eastbay. This is their MO. They're going to rely heavily, obviously, on the run like they have all game. Actually, passed more tonight than kind of have in the film we've seen.
Go empty backfield. I say empty. They do have a lineman. They're going to run with a quarterback. He does off the right side, and they try to go heavy that way, but good job defensively up front. Ian Johnson-Kelly on the stop.
Brings up third down.
Yep.
6th third down on the night here for Eastbay. They're only 1 of 5 coming into this 6th one here. See if the defense can stop them here. And I don't know if they're going to go for a field goal, to be honest with you, even if stopped. I think it's probably two down territory.
This time Snead deep. They're going to go heavy backfield. And they'll give it to Snead, and he's going to drive forward close to the 10.
I don't think he got it.
Based on the spot, I think he's short.
Yeah, I think he's short by about a half a yard.
Yep, it's 4th, and actually they put the ball in the 11, so he's
a whole yard.
Yeah, he's got a full yard he's going to have to get here. And
they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I might even try and anticipate the snap on this one.
Probably quarterback sneak.
Yeah, with that big quarterback, that's what I'd be doing. This time they'll give the Snead. He's hit immediately. He's trying to drive forward. I think we've stopped him. I think they stopped him.
Nope, he fell forward.
He spun out of it.
Yeah, out of the pile. And fell forward.
Man, they had him stuffed.
We absolutely did stop him.
His helmet came off, everything else. We had him stuffed. I don't know how he got out of that on that side.
I don't either.
We had 5 guys right there. Somehow he swung out. It'll be a 1st and goal, and I'll say he got it, but he only got it by about a football. Had to get to the 10, barely got across.
Yeah, we did a great job there of replacing the line of scrimmage back into them. But good job by Snead just rolling off.
1st and goal, James Thompson in the backfield now. They'll bring it to the motion man, and he's going to be stopped around the 6.
Looked like they moved early, but
they always do. Vincent Ketchup on the carry. He's second leading ball carrier on the team.
Well,
anytime he comes in motion.
So number 3, Vincent Ketchup did not play in the first half. His brother did, but he did not.
Yeah, well, expect it again. This time it'll be Snead.
No,
Snead
sir.
straight up the middle. He's met immediately up front. Good job by that front 4, and looked like Tyreek Robinson in on that stop.
Brings up another 3rd down.
along with Derek Lewis.
Man, that clock just ticks and ticks. Each team has only had one possession. We're already halfway through this third quarter.
Sadly enough, it's going to be a water break come where you don't want it to come. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun goes Carter. He's going to fire to the flat, high, and incomplete.
Nothing really there.
It's going to be a 4th and goal.
Now water break.
I hope they don't do the water break right here. I know it's at the 6-minute mark, but
I'd let
the possession play out, exactly, and then do what you got to do. 4th and goal, just outside the 5-yard line.
Big play right here defensively. Do not jump. Probably looking at Sneed.
I'll be looking at Showers, and this time it's going to be roll out. He's going to fire it to the middle, and it is a touchdown to Rondé Roseboro.
Yeah, the backside secondary guy was not there.
That was a broken play. Let's be realistic.
It was definitely a broken play, and he's in a good a good heads up by Carter and the wide receiver to follow him over to that side too.
He made something happen, threw against his body, and found the end zone. And hey, the Canes failed to do anything on their opening drive, and next thing you know, good snap, bad handling of the snap, and we drop the ball, and they take over on a short field and take advantage. So the extra point, snap, kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll make it 19-13. Manatee still leading with 5:51 to go in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Are you looking to get a great price on a new Buick, GMC, or Subaru? Conley and Bradenton. Need a reliable used car you can afford? Conley and Bradenton. What about great financing, expert service, and a reputation that is second to none? Yep, you guessed it, Conley and Bradenton. Hi, I'm Alan Conley. And I'm Chris Conley. From the time our grandfathers started our dealership over a half-century ago, we have been proud to be part of this community. So for your family's next vehicle, come see our family. Conley Buick GMC and Conley Subaru. 800 Cortez Road West in Bradenton. Conley Buick GMC, where we treat you like family.
News, insight, passion. AM 930, The Answer.
So the Hurricanes, after botching the snap on a punt opportunity earlier, Eastbay takes over on a short field, goes in, scores on a 4th and goal situation from the 5, cut the lead to 19-13. And this all started when our offense went the wrong direction after a failed onside kick attempt in which you started in Eastbay territory.
Yep, had several penalties, negative plays, and we can't do anything with good field position from that onside kick that they didn't get. So really, not a very good opening series for us offensively. Defensively, hey, look, they had the ball on the 28-yard line, had to do complete or get 2 4th downs on us to even score. So offense, though, has got to come back in here and get things going again.
All right, we'll await the kickoff by Eastbay. And a short pooch that's going to be taken up front by Judge, and Judge will take it from the 35 out to the 45. And the Canes will start 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Again, great field position.
Yeah,
Let's see if we can make something happen out of it here.
Yeah, I'd like to see us maybe go back to some of that double tight that we were seeing in the first half there, the first couple drives. Looks like we are. And just start pounding the rock a little bit.
Quarterback Jace Brzezowski sets his offense here. Roy Burchett off the left side. Jace takes the snap, drops back under pressure, rolls, fires deep out in the flat, and just throws it away. And he had a receiver out that way, but nowhere close to being completed. I was just more of, hey, avoid a sack.
Well, I'll say this.
Good
he did
job.
a great job of getting Kobe Keenan over to the right side to block the guy coming off the edge. And Kobe, as much as big as he is, just really couldn't set the edge well enough, and he kind of got into Jace's face too quick there because it was one-on-one setup up top.
Here we go. We're back to all the success you had running the football off the left side. Remember earlier in the first half, we made comment of the fact that we've gone away from running off the left side. We go back, find some success. Now all of a sudden, we've gone away from it altogether. Roy Burchett straight up the middle, across midfield, across the 45 down to the 42, and a 14-yard pickup and a 1st and 10. I don't know. I don't really want to throw the football. I just run it.
Yeah, just run the ball.
This time they'll throw it into the flat, and it's going to be Bon Bean who's going to catch it, turn it upfield. Get it to about the 39,
I know that
2-yard
I know that
pickup.
doesn't, obviously not a huge gain or anything like that, but what that does is keeps the defense honest at least. You know what I mean? You're spreading out a little bit. You're not just keeping it in the middle. So I like it. A couple yards, that's fine. It's really just making sure the defense knows, hey, we can still do this. You got to be prepared for this. Hopefully it opens up the run game.
Yeah, get something out of the center. I mean, they're crowding the box, so here we go. So there again at the out. It's Bon Bean again across the 40 to the 35, and he's hit hard over there, but still goes forward to about the 34. So a third and very manageable 2.5, maybe 3 yards right here for the first down.
Yeah, I'm running the ball. This is 2-down territory. I'm running the ball, giving it twice if I got to Roy Burchett here. And I'm probably going left side, but we'll see.
Well, so far he's had success. Straight up the middle and bounce it out left. There he goes. Now he goes to the left side. Yep, straight up the gut,
Nice
bounces
job.
left, picks up the first down. Needed 3, got 6. Ball down to the Eastbay 28-yard line. First down at 10, 4:30 to go in a third quarter. Manatee leading at 19-13.
One thing I say from Roy, obviously small in stature, but he is a pretty thick kid. He's running. This is, I think, to me, his best running game of the season. This game right here, running really hard behind his pads. I know that's what the coaches wanted from him, and he can do it.
This time they come cramming up, and he went offsides, easily offsides. They tried to come with a blitz, and he just couldn't slow himself down. Yeah. I mean, they were just coming to fill that hole, assuming, we're about to go in the same spot again. Well, hey, I love the idea, but
got to hold your water a little bit.
Hey, good job of our offensive line of not moving, seeing the guy coming flying up there. 1st and 5 after the 5-yard offside penalty. They'll come up, show it again, back out, does the Indians defense. This time a handoff to Roy, bounces off of one guy, sidestepped him, gets the ball inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line, and it's going to be second down, but the Canes are in the pinch a penny red zone.
And that's 60 yards total now on 7 carries for Roy Burchett.
This time they'll hand off to Roy again, and he's fighting for the first down, and I don't know if he got there. I think he lost maybe a half yard.
Can I call this perfect time for a play-action rollout?
Perfect time to go right up under center and just take a quarterback sneak. But I do like that. But because to me, I don't know. That's a great play to run here for the sheer fact of it. You're going to be 4th and short, right?
Yeah, if you don't get it, you're going for it on 4th down. I don't think we're sending the field goal out.
Canes in the pinch a penny red zone for the perfect people for the perfect pool. That's pinch a penny.
There it is.
Roy Burchett, he's got the first down to the 15, and it'll be 1st and 10. Hurricanes driving, 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Manatee leading 19-13. Canes driving right to left.
But went back to the left side there. Good formation. I like it. Continue to do it until they can show they can stop it.
You know what else will work, too? You show that off that side, and he does that rollout that he did earlier. Just fake it, then roll it out. I think that's kind of what you're calling for before, but this time they'll hand off to Roy straight up the middle, and Roy gets out of the first tackle. The guy tries to arm tackle. Hey, he may be small in stature, like you said, but he does run the ball.
He's running very hard right now.
He runs the ball like he's 40 pounds heavier than he actually is.
Absolutely, yeah. And when he gets out in the open field, he'll go.
Got a good center of gravity. I mean, it's hard to really knock him off his feet. There, as a freshman, it was easy to kind of bump him. I mean, he's gotten very strong over the years. I mean, it's nice to kind of look at him. The sad thing is that we haven't seen out of him yet because it hasn't been there. If he can clear that second wave, but you're not going to catch him.
Yeah, he can scoot.
You're not going to catch him.
Now we're going to open up a little bit. It'll be wider.
Here we go. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fake it inside. He's going to throw to the middle, and that should have been pass interference. Huge. They threw another flag at the line of scrimmage, and I
don't know what the line of scrimmage would be.
I don't know if that's a hold or that's going to be hands to the face. That's a very questionable area where they threw it, but that should have been pass interference. He was raping him.
Yeah, I don't understand.
He never even had an opportunity to go up and get the football.
His arms he couldn't get his arms up.
We've got an injury on the field. We'll take an injury timeout here. We're going to listen to or get a couple of spots from our sponsors right now. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Go Canes! Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory wishes you the best of luck this season. Your Manatee neighbor for over 46 years with now 3 generations of service. The caring professionals at Brown & Sons know how to guide you and your family through the difficult times. Featuring Trust 100 pre-planning, they'll handle all your local and long-distance needs. Celebrate the game of football, but when the game of life must end, depend on Brown & Sons Funeral Homes and Crematory to serve you. Online at brownandsonsfuneral.com.
Odyssey. AM 930, The Answer. Online at theanswersarasota.com.
1:39 to go, third quarter, 19-13 Hurricanes. They had a 3rd down and 5 situation at the 10. And they're marking something. I'm assuming it's a 10-yard penalty coming back the other way for holding. Well, they still tend to the young man down for Eastbay. It looks to be a cramp. Trying to get that taken care of, but in the meantime, I say, well, they put 3rd down on the market. I actually replay 2nd down. So we'll go 2nd and 15. That's a mighty cramp because they ain't got it out yet.
I don't know what's going on.
I tell you what, back in the day, Coach Kelly get it out. You know what he'd do? He'd just reach in there and find where it was as a knot, and he'd just squeeze it real hard. Boom, done. Release it. You're over. Get up.
What's kind of crazy to me is that if it is a cramp, looks like it is, the coach had the water bottle and was drinking it and not even giving it to the player.
Well.
Good. The down marker said 3rd down. I was about to say, wait a minute. It's got
not to be the negative guy of the group, but water's not going to help you now with a cramp.
No, it's absolutely not. Unless it's got salt, a lot of salt in that sucker.
Unless it's straight pickle juice. I mean, maybe get a shot. Sad thing is he's walking. I know that thing's wanting to jump back in there because every step he goes, once you get it, it's hard to ever get rid of him.
No, absolutely it is, and especially in a game like this, where you're going to be, running these defensive linemen, we're going to be running the ball continually, and that's not gonna go away.
All right, 2nd and 15, 1:39 to go, 3rd quarter. Jace fakes the handoff, rolls right. He's got Keenum wide open. Keenan's got it. Kobe's going to be to the 10, get tripped up down around the 9-yard line, 11-yard pickup, and man, that was wide open.
It was, and almost it was hit it now, man. When he's open, go now to let them have some ball, in the space, get the ball in space, and defenders aren't there. You hold it too long, now they can recover, and but good job by getting it out there.
So we'll set up a 3rd and 5. Ball on the 10-yard line. 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter. 2 receivers left. 1 to the right, Bean to the right. Burchett in the backfield. This time Jace takes it, fires a quick slant. It's caught, and it's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, and I believe that's
we got a flag down here.
Elijah Stewart and
on there and down there. I have a feeling it's going to be movement on the slot receiver. I don't know if it was set. He's pointing at somebody. Looks like he's pointing at Elijah Stewart.
Well, we'll wait for him to work it out here. That's too bad because that ball was thrown. That was a laser.
It was a dart.
Yes.
It was actually where it needed to be. Good catch by Elijah.
Jace is saying it's a touchdown. Let's see. They're pointing our way. Ineligible downfield.
So you tell me he was covered? No, he first off, if it was the slot receiver was on the line with the outside guy, he never checked to see, hey, I'm off.
Right.
And that's again, and number 24. That's newer guy for us, Jaquez Randall. He hasn't had much playing time, so it's probably on him. And Coach Green is arguing it.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to figure out who is. He's out there trying to figure out. Manatee takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
First Southern Bank is proud to be the banking partner for Manatee Hurricane.
This is actually the end of quarter break. I'm not thinking you want to take both here, though, right?
No.
Okay.
Manatee Avenue West. You can also find out more about First Southern Bank by visiting their website, fsb-bank.bank. Once again, that's fsb-bank.bank. And let them know you heard about them through Manatee Football. Experience for yourself the First Southern Bank difference. And go Canes.
Member FDIC insured, equal housing lender.
This is Manatee Hurricanes Football on AM 930, The Answer.
Well, Coach Green did his best job as an attorney out there trying to argue his point. I don't know that it did anything. Now, you've got the white hat. It's still trying to get a solid explanation out of the official on this side. But in the end, I believe it's going to be, as they put it, ineligible downfield, a 5-yard mark-off with a set up a 3rd and 10. They got to get the ball to the 5. I wouldn't be afraid to turn around and go back to something very similar.
Yeah, like a little slant here.
Chase draws back, looks, steps up in the pocket, fires to the corner, and the receiver slipped. Oh, my
fell
goodness.
Out of his break. Oh, it was wide open, and he fell out of his break.
He had him.
Oh, it was there. So you go for it here, and 4th and 10, you go for it, or you kick it, and maybe
they're going to kick it. We're going to try one.
That's all right. Here we go. Now, my concern.
Is there a holder?
New holder. Now, here's the thing. He's the backup kicker, one of the backup kickers. They do this every day in practice. These guys hold all the time. Jaleel's not with him all the time. So he's held before.
Good snap. Holds down. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Yes,
and
sir.
He nails it from 20 or from 32 yards out, and that'll extend the lead to 22-13. And 32 seconds to go here in the half, and a great kick.
Joey Coloniso, great job on the hold. Good snap, good hold, and Bruce put it in there from 32. Great job all around right there. Listen, points are points. They come down and score. We'll take it now where it's a two-possession lead.
Well, and 2-possession, a very methodical type offense that Eastbay runs. They're going to keep it on the ground. So it's not like they're going to, unless they break a long run. Other than that, it's going to take time to get down the field. So the clock in the fourth quarter also is going to be working against them.
Oh, no, absolutely. With an offense like they do, they're predicated on just kind of taking 4 or 5 yard chunks and not really the big play stuff. Like you said, unless they break a run, that's really the only chance that they're going to have a really explosive scoring plays. But listen, that drive right there, 55 yards, 8 total plays, 4 pass, 4 run, ends up in a 32-yard field goal by Brandon Bruce.
All your scoring recaps brought to you by Howard Leasing, a trusted PEO to manage your payroll, HR, and workers' comp. This time the kick will be handled around the 25. The returner gets the ball out to about the 30, and that's where Eastbay will begin this drive from their own 30-yard line. 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Manatee leading 22-13.
Yeah, defense turn, offense. Hey, listen, we went down. We got some points on the board. Now it's defense turn to come out here. It would be beautiful to get a 3-and-out stop. Hey, how about another turnover? Turnover would be great. I already had 1 pick by Tyreek Allen. A turnover would be fantastic. Maybe a rip and strip on one of their run plays. But let's see what the defense could do here.
Yeah, I heard their coaches mention pickle juice over there. So I'm telling you, it's the automatic. It works all the time. First down, Sneed's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, and this time not even get it back, a loss of a yard on the play.
Ian Johnson Kelly looked like he was the first one on there, and then everybody else kind of jumped around.
Yep.
Great job there by the defensive line.
Yeah, Ian Johnson Kelly there. Then you had Alvoid Kinnan and Derek Lewis involved as well.
Eastbay does not want to be behind the sticks. They don't want to be second and long. They don't want to be third and long. So this kind of puts their offense a little bit of a pressure. Maybe they got to do something else, looks like to me.
And that is our final play of the third quarter. Manatee leading 22-13 at the end of 3. We'll be back with fourth quarter action after with this word from our sponsor. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
They say life is better on the water, where the only measure of time is the disappearing tide and the sound of fishermen returning from a long day's work. That's where you'll find Swordfish Grill, nestled along the quiet Gulf Coast in Florida's oldest fishing village. This is a place to relax, to unwind, and enjoy freshly caught seafood. They say life's better on the water. We couldn't agree more. Swordfish Grill and Tiki Bar, located in Cortez, Florida's oldest fishing village.
When it comes to excellence in football, nobody beats the Manatee Hurricanes. When it comes to excellence in body shops, nobody beats Costantino. Costantino Body Shop specializes in collision repair with cutting-edge equipment and technology. Costantino helps you with your insurance claims and gets you back on the road. Life moves fast, and Costantino keeps you moving. 9th Street West in Bradenton. Details online at CostantinoBodyShop.com. Bradenton's oldest and most trusted paint and body shop. Costantino Body Shop.
AM 930, The Answer.
All right, let's get settled in and ready for this fourth and final quarter of play. Manatee leading 22-13. Eastbay will have second down and 11 from their own 29-yard line. Nathan Carter, the quarterback, brings a man in motion, drops back under pressure. He's going to go down on a sack, and we got a flag late.
It's got to be them trying to grab us and decline it.
Ian Johnson Kelly along with Alvoid Kinnan on the sack, and that's another Richardson Stenton best play of the game. Richardson Stenton Roofing for all of your roofing needs. Been in Manatee County well over 30 years. That's RichardsonStentonRoofing.com to get a quote.
Yeah, what do we got here? Face mask on us?
Good grief.
How do you calling that far away from it? 5-yarder. Still loss on the play from the big sack by almost everyone on the defensive line. It got in there on that one.
He signaled second down again.
Yeah, it should be second down because it should be repeat. There you go.
Oh, my question is, though, why would it be from the end of the play and not from the spot of the foul?
It may have been at the tackle where they did it back there. I don't know. That's the only thing I'm thinking.
I was say because the flag was about where the ball is, but regardless, second down and 14, and
we didn't go.
False start.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought they were going to call it. Tyreek looked like he was coming off the edge there, and he was almost about to go, but okay. Oof. Sorry.
Hey, we got the 5 back on a sack.
Overreaction.
How about that?
Yes. Got Eastbay. That is their 13th penalty on the night.
Man,
that'll be addressed at practice on Monday.
Yeah, they've hurt themselves a lot. Just on penalties. I mean, play a pretty solid game. They just nothing really dynamic about this offense.
No, just they're kind of, gain 3 or 4 yards in a cloud of dust. Do it again.
Here we go. Carter fires it out. It's going to be caught by the receiver Showers.
We'll give him that all day long. Gained about 6 there. It looked like almost high over his head.
Ball gets out to the 27-yard line. They have to get the ball out to the 40 for a first down, so it'll be 3rd and 13.
Their 8th third down of the game. They've only converted 1, but they've also converted 2 fourth downs on that last drive they had.
Yeah, one of the fourth downs they converted tonight was a touchdown. Here we go. Carter drops back, looks, fires in the flat.
Oh, DB fell, and could have been picked. DB didn't.
Could have been picked. Almost could have been pass interference. If it wasn't for the guy already going to the ground.
Yeah, it could have
I couldn't argue the fact if you throw a flag for pass interference. But, hey, needless to say, it's incomplete to bring up 4th and 13, and
Great
the punt
series.
unit comes
Great
on.
series. Exactly what you want from your defense. Offense goes down, gets your points. Defense comes back, has a big sack. I know we had a penalty on there, but good job by the defense getting out of here 3 and out. Get the offensive ball back.
So Jaleel has not come back in the game. His shoulder obviously is going to keep him out for the remainder of the game, but Tyreek Allen will go back
They're
deep.
going to get delay a game if they don't call a timeout.
It's happening. They got 1 second. Done.
Did they call it? Yes, they did.
Yep, they did get
That's
the timeout.
That's 2 timeouts for them now in the second half. Right? No,
that's their first here
That's
in the
only
second
first?
half. Yep. We burned one earlier. So both teams have used a timeout now, and we've got 10:34 to go on our football game, 22-13. We'll keep things right here this weekend. Hey, go support some of our sponsors. Go out and support the Swordfish Grill. I probably will support it tomorrow myself. Make my way there after I play in the Knights of Columbus golf tournament at IMG tomorrow.
hit him straight.
It's a bigger task. I mean, it always sounds good in theory, but I'm not sure it'll actually go straight. But it'll actually leave straight. I don't know.
What it goes after that?
Yeah.
Sometimes those balls that mind their own.
Has nothing to do with contact, I know. Here we go. Punter gets it, gets the ball away, and it's a high sailing kick that's going to land just at midfield, roll back to midfield where it's finally downed. And
now they got to get cramping down here again.
they got another one cramping here.
Pull the toe, son. Pull the toe. Pull your toe. You don't want to pull it and break it. That's the worst part.
That's kind of comical. I mean, it's not funny somebody's down, but when it's a cramp, because listen, I've been in bed and they jump up and get you out of bed.
Charlie horses are the worst.
Those you talk about will shoot you up. Oh my goodness.
But hey, great field position again by the Hurricanes, right? The 50-yard line. See if we can get something going here again. Hey, listen, I'm running the ball. I'm putting it in the hands of Roy. Actually, looks like Corey's in the huddle. I was about to say we haven't really seen Corey very much since the first couple series. He's been playing more on defense. But I like, let's be physical again. Let's not do anything crazy. Continue doing what we've had success with. You look at total tonight, what we've run for. Roy Brichette's got 69 yards on 9 carries. 10 carries for Corey, 51 yards. Jace has added 17 yards. So all in all, pretty darn good night running the ball over 125 yards. Jace has thrown the ball for 113 yards on 15 attempts. And, big night from Bob Bean Jr. leading the receivers. 3 catches for 47 yards, a touchdown for him. Young guy, only a sophomore. Dad played here and around my age, a little bit older than me, and was a great receiver in his own right. So really good balanced offense I think we've seen tonight.
Well, and you're averaging 5 to 7 yards a carry.
Right, exactly right.
You found plenty of success, but right now we're going to be 1st and 10 midfield, and let's be realistic. You go down here, you already got a 2-score differential. The drive down here and a touchdown can seal this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And again, it comes down to, the type of offense that Eastbay runs. They don't run something they're going to get, big chunks of yards, explosive plays from, necessarily. That's not how their offense is predicated. Their offense is grind it out and be physical and run the ball. So, yeah, if we can come down here and score a touchdown, I think it looks good for the Hurricanes.
Yep. 1st and 10 it will be at midfield, and I don't know what else is going on this weekend. Nothing great. I mean, college football's it's not really in a lull. I mean, the SEC's kind of down. Alabama plays Tennessee, big whoop. I mean,
yeah, no real big games this week.
Big Ten really has the more big games that are going on because you're starting to deal with 4 teams on one side of
right
the conference that all got to basically going to beat up on one another to figure out who's going to win it.
I'd say a game I'd kind of like to see is LSU Ole Miss. Obviously, head coach saying, hey, at the end of the year, we're done with Coach O. So how do they come out and respond? Obviously, they beat Florida last week, but Ole Miss is a good team. That'd be a good one. USC, big-time rival, USC, Notre Dame. I know USC is not what they've been in the past. Notre Dame's 5-1, but that's a good big-time rivalry. That's always a good game to see. play. But no real marquee matchups like we've had in the past couple weeks. It's just one of those weeks.
No,
where
but next week,
it's down.
there's a bunch of them.
No,
Following week, there's a ton of them.
You know, world's largest outdoor cocktail party is where I'll be.
Here we go. First down and 10.
Corey.
And Corey gets out of the initial tackle, still hanging on to the football. And, man, he hung it out there. The guy tried to pull it away, but he turned what looked to be about a 2-yard gain into an 8-yard gain.
Yeah, he just and again, we said, hey, we haven't seen him much. There he is, and positive run play. You know what I'd like to see? You brought this up earlier. I'd like to see him and Roy in the backfield, maybe offset Jace. Now, you know, you've got a chance to be able to fake one guy across the other, maybe run an option, bring the other guy back the other way. It'd be something very formidable for us, I think.
Second and a long 2. This time Roy will bounce it off the left side. He's got enough for the first down and more. That'll move the ball down to about the 33-yard line. The Canes drive continues to move. I just got a notification of, you know, they claim to be a big game, but Florida State playing one of the worst teams in the country in Massachusetts.
So I think they're 35-point favorites.
Yes.
And I think I'm taking UMass and the points. I think I'm taking UMass and the points.
Not
and
me.
I think some of my Florida State buddies would agree with me.
I'm not. I'm not. I have no way. UMass is the worst team in the country. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. Corey Sanders across the 25 down to the 20.
Manny hit that hole and went.
2-yard line. 12-yard pickup. And the Hurricanes on the move. 8:50 to go in our ball game.
Corey and Roy having a little battle here. First, who's going to end up with it? Roy's got 77 yards, and Corey's coming back here with 71 total yards on the night. So the race to 80, the race to 90, race to 100, see who gets there first.
Well, who's in there? Corey's in there.
Corey's in there.
He's going to get first shot.
He can take the lead right here.
We did. Whole left side went early.
That's 9 penalties. Or I'll shoot. I don't even think we're at 11 penalties now on the night. Not a great night for us either. Penalties. We've worked these refs silly.
I'll tell you what. You can take UMass and a 35.
See, now you're thinking.
No, I'm thinking I'll just throw 5 down with you. I'll take Florida State.
All right.
What does it matter?
I'm in.
First of all, I'm not going to watch it, but
well, not many people. I'm sorry, I don't want to get that.
I mean, you got to be a diehard to tune that one in. Here we go. Off the left side's Corey Sanders inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. He goes close to the 15, and again the Hurricanes are in the pinch a penny red zone.
Man, he hits those holes. There he goes, eclipsing 80.
Yep.
81 on the night.
Pinch a penny, 3500 Manatee Avenue West. The perfect people for the perfect pool. That's Pinch a Penny. Lee Zoller and his entire staff will take care of all of your pool needs. Hey, they got a brand new parking lot. At least go check that out.
Yeah, and if your nostrils and sinuses are clogged a little bit,
yeah,
go in there, chlorine smell, clear you right up.
Hey, get it while it's cheap. It's probably going up like gas prices next week. Here we go. Hand off to Roy Burchett. He's going to get tripped up, get the ball down to about the...
just short of the first down.
Oh, the guy walked back the other way. Let's see where they moved the down marker to.
What in the world?
Well, they brought it all the way back.
In fact, he didn't fall the line of scrimmage. He gained a yard or two.
I swear, I would have promised he was down to the 14. All of a sudden, it's back to the 16.
I don't know. Nothing ever.
Oh, boy, stirring a few people up already.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Eddie. Nobody wants to watch it. I'll watch the Braves long before I watch that. Here we go. Handoff up the middle. Corey Sanders will get the ball down to the 14, a 2-yard pickup.
And they took off his shoe. Don't throw it.
Oof. Boy, that brings back bad memories.
Yeah. All right, so 4th down here. We going for it?
Absolutely.
Yep. Looks like rolling.
6, coming up on 6 minutes to go in the ball game.
I'm feeling a play-action rollout from Jace here. If you got the option to throw it, someone open, do it. If not, take it and run it yourself. Head toward the sideline, try to beat out somebody and get the first down. But I'm feeling it right here.
All right, that's Karnak making the call. 4th and 2. Hand off to Corey Sanders up the middle. He's going to be hit right at the line, close to the mark.
I think he got it. Yep. Looks like this guy coming on is at the 11. You need to get to the 12. He's got it.
They'll move to 11.5. It is a first down. Corey Sanders picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Might as well just call it
water break.
12. We got a water break on the field. 5:41 to go in the football game. Manatee leading 22-13. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Former Hurricane Chuck Howard knows what it takes to be on a championship team. Howard Leasing is proud to sponsor the Hurricanes and is ready to champion solutions for your employees' leasing needs. Everything from big business to small business, Howard Leasing covers it all. From payroll processing and workers' comp to human resources and employee benefits. Get on the winning team with Chuck Howard and all the pros at Howard Leasing. Details available online at howardleasing.com. Again, that's howardleasing.com.
WLSS, Sarasota.
5:41 to go in our football game. Manatee leading 22-13. They got a 1st and 10. Actually, they'll put the ball in between the 11 and 12.
Quick local score here. Palmetto up 23-3 over Bloomingdale in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Palmetto will win the district with that and assure themselves a spot in the playoffs, which will begin November the 12th. Next week, the Hurricanes will be back home against Bloomingdale. That's the team Palmetto's beating tonight. 1st and 10. Jace will hand off to Corey Sanders going out to the left side. He's going to get inside. Very good job of allowing things to develop.
Yeah.
And then getting a little bit of a burst up the field. He'll pick up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, good job being patient there. Although it wasn't a huge gain, still enough to get it going a little bit. Look at bringing on their quarterback. Carter coming in, maybe playing linebacker. All right.
Don't see that very often.
No, you do not.
Bring a quarterback in to be your middle linebacker. Pretty good athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the size of a linebacker.
2nd and 6. Hand off to Corey, and Corey Sanders will get down close to the 5-yard line. Pickup of a few. Corey will go out. Roy Burchett will check in here.
So Roy's like, wait a minute, I need some yards too here. Corey's got me 91. Corey's at 91.
So they set the ball.
77.
Yeah, they're going to set the ball on a 6. They got to get to about the 2-yard line. 3rd and 4. 4 minutes to go in our football game, and to be honest with you, I don't know that a field goal does you much good. I think I'm going 2-down territory regardless, unless we lose big yardage right here. This time, hand off to Burchett. Cuts left, back to the center, and touchdown, Roy Burchett. 6-yard carry and finds pay dirt, and Roy puts the Canes up 28-13, and Chad, that pretty much can seal the deal.
Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up there. Good drive there for the Hurricanes. 10 total plays, all run, 50 yards. Ends up right there with the 6-yard touchdown by Roy Burchett.
All of your scoring recaps brought to you by Howard Leasing. Chuck Howard and Howard Leasing over 6302 Manatee Avenue West. Brandon Bruce gets the extra point up, and it is good, and that'll make it 29-13, 3:44 to go in our football game. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Accidents happen every day, and no one expects that it's going to happen to them until it does. That's when your whole life can turn upside down. If you find yourself in that position, either from a personal injury or an on-the-job injury, you don't have to go it alone. Protect yourself with the team that's been protecting the rights of the injured in Bradenton and Sarasota for over 30 years. Legler, Murphy, and Battaglia. All injuries all the time. Contact them today by going to allinjurieslaw.com. That's allinjurieslaw.com.
WLSS, Sarasota.
.344 to go in our game. 29-13 is the score. Manatee leading. And right now it's just a matter of don't allow 3 scores,
yeah,
right?
No, absolutely. Let's jump.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I got some local scores here. We can go real quick. Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch. Sarasota up 55-14.
Good night.
Yeah, over Lakewood Ranch there. We obviously know the Palmetto score. Riverview 49-6 over Gulf Coast. And I don't see the Venice score.
Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff, and the ball will be taken at the 15. It's going to be Vincent Ketchup across the 40 and finally down at the 41. 3:30 and the clock's still running. I love this clock operator now. So it's always good when it's in our favor.
Yeah, so
I ain't saying a word. It hasn't stopped yet. Coach is seeing it. He's like, what is going on? There was like a full 10 seconds ran off that clock before they ever stopped it.
Clock operator wants to get out of here too.
Oh. I don't know if they're adding anything back onto it, but yep, there they go. They got it. 3:32. That was close. 10 seconds. It was actually 11. All right, first down at 10, Eastbay. Starting at their own 41-yard line. Carter will take the snap, throw the slant out to Showers. And Showers is going to get across midfield into Manatee territory to the 49. Just shy. Actually, he's signaling. He thought he was going to be short of it by football, but he's pointing at the first down. Sticks haven't moved over there.
He's trying to tell him.
It's funny. This guy over here, I
he's
love
the most active side judge I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and he's telling him that it's a first down by this much. I saw him. He goes, so it's not. It's second down and short. And Carter got easy first down. Actually sidesteps the tackler. That
pretty
was
athletic move there.
Tyreek Allen trying to get him, and he just missed him.
Up tempo by Eastbay, trying to get in here, see if they get a score, maybe an onside kick, never know.
Here we go. Manatee rushing a player off defensively, 1st and 10. Nathan Carter takes a snap, drops back, throws it in the flat. It's going to be caught. It's going to be across the 30, and another first down, a 13-yard pickup.
Here's what you don't want to see. You don't want to see them get a score here, and make this game closer than what it should be. The defense has played a pretty good game so far this tonight. Don't let them come in here and dink and dunk us a little bit for yards here and get a score and make it 29-20. We got to tighten up here.
Carter again under pressure, this time rolling left, then he just flicks it out and away to avoid the sack. Good pressure, Stanquil Collins right there in the back pocket of the quarterback. Forces him to get rid of it. 2:44 to go in the football game, 29-13 Manatee.
Hey, Venice actually playing tomorrow, Cardinal Gibbons.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
yes.
This Saturday, 1:30.
Yes.
Yep. That's going to be a big game. Cardinal Gibbons, good team.
Are they at home?
I believe so.
Or is it over there?
I think it's home.
Okay. So then there's another game I read about that's coming up that actually is being played at FAU. I think it's St. Thomas. It might be the week after next. There we go. This time they'll throw in the flat. It's going to be Ketchup, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds by Relish. No, I just –
we hit all the condiments.
Yeah. Just a bunch of hot dogs out here. He ran out of bounds, and the clock is still running.
Yeah, did they blow it? I never saw what the
No, it's running. I mean, he signaled running clock down here on the sidelines. Eastbay has 2 timeouts left, trailing 29-13, 2:10 to go in the football game. Eastbay at the Manatee 25. Nathan Carter under pressure, tries to step up. He's going to be struck and finally drugged down.
That's not horse collar.
That's Derek Lewis, and that is not a horse collar.
He had his jersey. That is not horse collar.
If they call that a horse collar, it's horrible.
That is a bad call.
Horrible call. Horrible call.
That was not a horse collar.
That has got to be one of the worst calls I've seen in a long time. When you have a handful of jersey, he was nowhere around the neckline.
Not even close.
No.
He was holding up. He was holding on number 8 in the middle of the jersey.
Yes.
Not even around his neck. That's just beyond me. Well, it gives him a now first down, gets him in the red zone, and a play should have been a sack, probably a series-ending sack, and now look what happens. 1st and
10 at the Manatee 15 as the Eastbay Indians. Carter drops back, fires towards the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown, I believe. No.
Nope, out of bounds.
Incomplete. That was Vincent Ketchup. I'm sorry, James Thompson on that one. That was James Thompson, wide open, in and out of his hands.
Yeah, actually pretty good ball there by Carter because he puts it out to where his receiver kind of stretch out and get it. Defender's kind of there, but not really. The only place he probably could have put it is right there to have that guy go low and try to catch it.
2nd down and 10.
Come on, defense.
Eastbay on the Manatee 15, 1:50 to go in the ball game. Manatee leading 29-13. And the entire offensive line moved.
Well, the center, I don't even know how did he hold on to the ball? He hiked it but never went anywhere. He never let go. I don't know how he kept the ball in his hands. That's amazing.
Back it up 5, 2nd down 15. So Manatee, after losing 6 straight to open the season, are on the verge of winning back-to-back football games. Something I'm a little more accustomed to. Ball's thrown out in the flat, and a great job and a great hit. Oh, my goodness.
Is that Corey Sanders?
That was Corey Sanders, and my God, he got to him like a bullet. Might have knocked him out.
Okay, but yeah, and so that's my concern here. We knocked his helmet off, may have knocked him out, and I know had nice hit, good form tackle and all that, but let's not get a flag on us because
you can't. Yeah, I mean, our guys have composed themselves back to the other side. I mean, he hit him. I don't think it. I think it did more of the way he hit him. And he went down. His helmet came off, and I just think it's the way the body, maybe the face mask, came across him. I'm sure it wasn't pretty, but my goodness, you talk about somebody on him quick.
Yeah.
That closing speed was unbelievable.
Well, and that's what Corey does when he has the ball in his hands, and so on defense is even still going to have that burst, and he could be a really good corner safety. Which is
by the way, no gain on the play.
Yeah.
So. I mean, when he threw it out there, it looked to be like there's an opportunity to gain some yards, but you talk about, he closed that gap in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. Great play there by Corey Sanders. And hopefully this
I hope he's all right.
I think he's going to be okay.
I think the way he got hit, and what concerns you the most is because it's around the head area that you have a head or neck injury, and that's not what you want to see. But
I think you're right. I think when he fell and his helmet comes off, Corey's body is still kind of
he was
going through
like a bullet coming across the top of it.
So breaks in your face. Who knows how the helmet came off too.
Correct.
What happens with that. So hopefully he's moving. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think it's anything.
No, your first thought is because I haven't really seen many towels or nothing, so you would think maybe it's a blood issue or something along that, the way he got hit. But he's been very still on the sidelines, And when you bring the EMS in, they start looking at him. You start to be concerned, but now I see him moving. He's starting to get up, so that's a good thing. He's sitting up. That's a plus in itself. So I just got to – just the way he came across his body right there, I think it's more coming across the face. And hey, it doesn't feel good. That's for sure.
I know it doesn't feel good.
No, that's Vincent Ketchup. He's the one that was down for Eastbay, but hey, hats off to him. He's up and he's coming off the field.
Yeah,
so
he'll be all right.
1:43 to go. Was that first and 15 or second and 15?
Second.
Yeah, there he goes. He just flipped to third. All right. That's what I thought it was, a third down.
Tell you, a late-night game tonight that could be a good one to watch is Colorado State, Utah State. Colorado State playing a little bit better than what they have in years past.
You let me know in the morning how it turned out. I'm going to bed. 3rd and 15. There we go. Carter rolling out left, looking, fires, and it's going to be in and out of the intended receiver. Good coverage at the same time over there. That was Sonny Jenkins on the coverage.
Sonny Jenkins, man, we called his name several times today. Only a sophomore DB for us. He's going to be a good one.
Even during the stretch of us not winning, he played extremely well.
Absolutely. Yeah, but that's you look at this defense. The Tyler defensive line minus Lewis are all sophomores or freshmen. You've got Tez McDowell, who's a sophomore. You've got Sonny. You've got some of the other guys. Obviously, losing Tyreek is going to be a
Cornell
place. Yeah.
Yep.
And losing Cornell as well. Those are going to be places you got to fill. But a lot of talent, a lot of young talent on this team.
Carter on 4th down. He's going to go down, a sack. And that's Ian Johnson-Kelly, again, also assisted by Stan
Schofield
and Collins, yeah.
Beautiful. Great job. That's the way you want to
end
the
fresh
series
legs, too, coming with Schofield
Absolutely.
coming in. He
That's
hadn't been in there the whole time.
Yeah, end it with a big sack like that. That's huge.
1:20 to go in the football game. And
I know Doug will be happy over there. His son got a big old play. Good job.
Set up in victory formation and close this thing out is all you got to do, even though Eastbay has 2 timeouts. But I think I'm going to take a knee. I don't know that they will. You may want to run the football, see if they're going to try and burn the timeout, but I think it's nearly impossible to score 16 points to tie and 17 to win in a minute 29.
Yeah.
I don't think I've never seen it before, but
never have I. But what was that? There was a game a couple weeks ago. I think it was more than a minute 20 left. But they ended up scoring like 14 or 17 points or something. Gosh, it was I think it was a college game or maybe it's a high school game. I saw it on ESPN.
So we get a delay a game coming out. I saw a clip the other day. I sent it to a couple of people. I thought it was absolutely hysterical. But worst ways to lose a football game.
Oh.
So the quarterback goes up under center. Clock's running down. They're in field goal range, right? So he takes a knee and then had to hustle up and then turns around and can't spike it in time. By the time they snap it, he spikes it with no time on the clock.
Oh, gosh.
Like, I've seen some crazy things in my life, but I'm like, just – and the funny thing is the announcer goes, he just had a brain fart. And I just started cracking up. It was funny. I mean, you never know. When you leave the ball in the hands of young men, and, hey, you got to tell everybody what to do all the time. And that's not – hey, coaches make bad decisions.
Of course.
Of course, I've said all along, too, I called pitches forever. I never called a bad pitch. It's just poor execution.
Sure.
So it's never on me.
Hey, recap of the night, though. Big rushing night for both Roy and Corey. 83 yards and a score for Roy. 91 yards and a score for Corey. So two-headed monster back there for us. Jace Brzezowski adding one score pass. He threw for 113 on the night. Bond Bean with the catch for a touchdown, 47 yards for him. So good balance on the night for the offense.
We're not done yet. Here goes Judge. He just ran into his own guy. The receiver turned back into him. And there is a flag. That's a hold. 1:05 to go in the football game. They're going to mark this off. And Just when you think you're moving in the right direction, getting something, that was Jaden Judge on the carry.
Hey, props to the student section still here to the end of the game.
Now they're trying to figure out whether or not they're going to decline. If I'm them, I decline the penalty because you don't want to give them an extra down. Yeah, there you go. You got to. So they do decline the penalty. And they
start and run.
Yeah, they called another timeout, their final timeout, I believe.
Well, that's a horse for color.
So 1:05 to go in our game. 29-13, the Canes appear to be headed to victory. Next week they'll be home for our final home game of the season as Bloomingdale will come in here. And I don't recall Bloomingdale ever coming here. We may have gone there in the past at some point in time, but I don't recall them ever coming here.
I do think we have gone there in the past.
Way
long
back.
Time ago.
Way
90s,
back.
Yeah. I do not remember them ever coming here. No. Yeah, it'd be the first time they come here, and obviously this is a district game here tonight. That'll be the last district game next week. You get in the district, with 3-1 record, and obviously losing to Palmetto, and you look back and say, hey, well, in old school days where it was the top two in districts, maybe we go to the playoffs. We got a slight chance with RPIs. It's just the biggest thing is it's tough to come back from 0-6 to win enough games in your own winning percentage to get those points.
Be a handoff to Judge up the middle. Eastbay is out of timeouts. We'll bring up a 4th down, and we're going to have to kick it away one last time. 50 seconds to go on the clock, 35 on the play clock. So I'll say you just let it run out, take the delay of game, back up 5, bring your punting unit on, and
get out of here.
Yeah, just let the thing wind all the way down. Really no reason to hustle your punting unit out there and have something go wrong along the way. We'll get Bloomingdale, and then we will close the season out November 5th. Crosstown against Southeast.
Yep, big rival game there, of course. One you never want to lose. Never want to lose the rivals that we've got, with Southeast and Palmetto and things like that. So that'll be a big game to end the year on. And, you never know. You never know where you're going to be at that point. The RPI points will come out again next week. We moved up a little bit, from where we were last week. So you never know. You never know.
I know this much. By the time we clear the Southeast game, I will have heard enough of this war chant. I've heard it from Eastbay, Venice.
Yeah, Venice, good gosh.
I've heard about all I want to hear of that thing.
Yep.
Probably.
Other than the Braves, I'm a Braves guy. Obviously, I love the Rays here, but I was raised a Braves guy because obviously Rays weren't here.
Correct.
So that's the only time where, the tomahawk, the chop, and all that was decent. It was okay. It still irked me, though.
But see, I grew up, it wasn't a part of it. It became a part of it when Dion played for Atlanta, and that's how it transitioned.
But it may be one of the worst songs ever created.
Oh, boy, my phone's going to blow up again. Thanks.
I know. I'm getting the boys riled up.
Yep, Eddie will be on that in a second, guaranteed.
How hard is it to stay on that beat? Boom, 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 boom. Come on. Come on.
Oh, I love it. Yep, there it went. Yep, that's Kevin this time. The Murphy clan's after us. Only got one smart Murphy. That's Danny. He went to the right place.
Yep. Oh, heavy hands. Let the ball. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, look at this. We're getting a flag now. Get out of here, y'all.
For what?
Oh, they're pushing and shoving us.
3 seconds left on the clock. Look at Coach Stoller's going crazy. Why do y'all even down it? Just let it roll till it completely comes dead on its own. Yes.
It had rolled off. It had been done. We're out of here.
But see, even though you go and you touch it like that, it's still a learning moment, right? So it's a teaching moment now.
Absolutely.
I mean, because you don't have a clock on you in practice, right?
No,
Nobody knows. You run down there and you down it. Because God knows everybody's got to be the first one to touch the football. I mean, you see it every Saturday and Sunday. People just, for whatever unknown reason. Just tune in tomorrow to college football. You're going to see some knuckleheaded plays along the way somewhere.
When does that Florida State UMass game even play?
It's on probably on tape delay. I don't know. Who cares? Nobody's watching it.
I bet you that channel, it's probably on one of those deep ESPN 8, ESPN Ocho, the Ocho channel.
I can't even say what Kevin's throwing out here now.
ESPN the Ocho.
I'm gonna have to
Florida State football.
I'm gonna have to block I'm gonna have to block him and the rest of that safe thread.
Good stuff.
Final play of the game right here, barring a penalty. At least defensive penalty. There we go. And we jump off sides.
Schofield.
Yep.
Here's one of the biggest dilemmas, I think, for a player, in a situation like this, they're probably going to chuck the ball and try to Hail Mary, whatever. And, you teach your guy on a defense, knock the ball down. You know what I mean? Don't pick the ball. But that's a difficult thing for a kid to knock that ball down, not want to have that interception.
Eddie said it's on the ACC network tomorrow. Don't you have to pay for that? Nobody gets that with your normal cable.
No,
it's like a special channel.
Yeah, for special people.
It's somewhere like right behind PBS or something. There we go. Throw it out in the flat. And it's going to be caught by Ketchup. He's going to run it down the sidelines, finally go out of bounds, and that is our final play of the game. Manatee Hurricanes victorious tonight, 29-13. We'll take a timeout, wrap everything up. You listen to Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Get sizzling savings on new Jeeps during the Make This the Summer event at Perkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Bradenton.
Drive a new 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee from just $259 a month. $259 a month.
Expect more, save more. Find it at Perkins. Get sizzling savings on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year during the Make This the Summer event at Perkins Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Bradenton.
2021 Ram GT Quad Cab Bighorn, now just $299 a month.
Expect more, save more. Find it at Perkins.
They say life is better on the water, where the only measure of time is the disappearing tide and the sound of fishermen returning from a long day's work. That's where you'll find Swordfish Grill, nestled along the quiet Gulf Coast in Florida's oldest fishing village. This is a place to relax, to unwind, and enjoy freshly caught seafood. They say life's better on the water. We couldn't agree more. Swordfish Grill and Tiki Bar, located in Cortez, Florida's oldest fishing village.
Coastal Orthopedics proudly supports Manatee High School and Hurricanes football. Dr. Dan Lamar, a former Hurricane, is the team's medical director. Dr. Lamar and the staff of experts at Coastal Orthopedics are recognized leaders in sports medicine and wellness technology.
All right, guys, we're back after this. Good broadcast tonight.
Bradenton and Lakewood Ranch, they're always close by. Details online at coastalorthopedics.com. coastalorthopedics.com. Coastal Orthopedics, keeping you in the game.
Think of that, we don't lose by 7.
News, insight, passion. AM 930, The Answer.
Mike's time.
Welcome back, Joe Canam Field of Hawkins Stadium, as we'll wrap things up here on the Shake Pit post-game report. Danny Carter and Chad Choate here, and the Canes 29-13 victorious over the Eastbay Indians. The Canes now move to 2-1 in the district. And more importantly, that's 2 wins in a row and winning games that you should be winning.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think that's really what everybody was kind of looking for. Again, can we continue to move in the right direction? Wins are great. That's what you want. But you got to show some improvement. We showed a little improvement.
Yeah, I think tonight we looked a little bit better than we did last week. I think, running the ball, we really showed that we can be physical and run the ball, and really good play calling from I felt like from a standpoint of pretty balanced and not overly heavy in one thing or the other. But like you say, the little things I think we did a little bit better tonight. Still like to see clean up on some penalties and things like that. I thought tackling was better tonight than it was last week. So improvement is happening, and that's what you want to see as you go throughout the season.
I 100% agree with you. And then next week we've got another home game, our final home game of the season. We will take on Bloomingdale. They'll come here. They lost tonight to Palmetto. I look forward to seeing if we can continue to progress in the right direction before we close things out at Southeast in 2 weeks.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see Bloomingdale come on down here, and I'm excited to see how we progress this week in practice to get better.
Want to thank everybody involved in tonight's broadcast: Gene Brown, Kevin Van Ostenbridge, Chad Choate, and Joe Weaver back at the studios at WLSS at 9:30. The Canes victorious again, 29-13. Next week we'll be back here again, 7 o'clock. You're listening to Manatee Hurricane Football again next Friday night. So long, everyone.